Okie dokie. Think we are now live, folks. How we doing? We nervous? We excited? Bit of both? Combination of both. My heart rate's already over 100, so that shows where I'm at. All right, early viewers tonight. We had Vehicle, welcome back. Hockey Goat, Nicholson, welcome back. Chris Knobloch, hey, listen, man, get your lineups in order, right? You're supposed to be coaching here. What are you doing in the chat? We got Dan, we got Christy, we got Engineer, we got Gold, we got Kendra, we got Gonzalez, we got Erica. Physics is pissing me off. Oilers PF, what's going on? Mr. NHL. What's up, SMC? What's up, Shadow? Ready for my blood pressure to spike? Yeah, I think we all are. I think we're all ready for that. If we don't win this, oh my god, who the hell is Chair? That's my Chair. Chair, how are you in the chat right now? What's up, Wee Potato? Shadow, I'm superstitious, so I won't say that, but I appreciate that. What's up, Zach? Eric, Putter. Honest first period prediction, I think the LA Kings are going to have a fire lit under their ass, and they're going to get an early lead. Hopefully the Oilers can weather the storm a little bit. I do think the Kings are going to come out flying. That's your whole job, Chair. I have to. Yeah, I saw Ottawa won. Uh-oh, Leafs Nation. What's going on? Are we nervous in Leafs Nation? Any Leafs fans here? Have a power outage. I hope the Oilers win today with Pickard in net. Oh, man, power outage. Lame. What's up, Drakenite? A friend of mine is visiting national parks around California. He's in LA this evening. Some friends dragged him to the game. I'm so envious. Yo, that's amazing. Absolutely, Janias. Yeah, no, that game 4 live, that was something else. I still don't have like a 100% voice. I'm gonna have to be careful with my with my commentary so I don't lose my voice before the end of the game. Yo, what's up, Aqua? Finally off night shift, first game of the series. I'm catching live. Let's go. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Yes, hit like. What's up, Rick? Miss you, brother. You're so fun to chat with and listen to. Hey, I appreciate that, Rick. Can I at least get paid for my job? You get paid in love and support from the community. The community loves you more than me, Chair. So Kane, he's just Kane. What's up, Seb? Hi, Austin. Excited for this game. Game 4 was something else. I was at the Moss Pit with my friends. It was arguably the most unforgettable game ever. Man, the Moss Pit must have been bumping. That must have been a bumping fun time. Yeah, that's true. I am undefeated. And actually, I'm undefeated against the Kings because I went to the Oilers and Kings in January. Edmonton won 1-0 regular season, and then they won 4-3 in overtime at the second game I went to. So, and then the game I went to last February 2024, the Oilers also won that game. I think it was like 4-2 or something. So I'm 3-0 in the last 3 games I've seen Edmonton play LA. What's up, Northern Farm Girl? Welcome back. Watch parties are fun. Oh, yeah. Why isn't Jeff Skinner in? I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. The team has won a couple games, so Chris Knobloch is not going to change things up. Oilers are 2-0 when I do physics before the game, and I get frustrated. Oh, no. You're doing physics right now, I'm assuming, right? Should have traveled for this one. I wouldn't have had I don't have the budget for that. And I don't have a passport, so they wouldn't even let me into the country. When is puck drop? Probably in a few minutes here, I would imagine. I don't know why it's like so late. I don't know why the puck drop is so late. Yo, what's up, Retro? Welcome back. I'll see if there's any. Has Bob Stauffer tweeted the lines? No. What about Tony Brar? Where's it go? No. What about Michaels? Jack Michaels. Did he tweet out the lines? Nobody tweeted out the warm-up lines. What the hell? Okay, never mind then. Oh, we'll see, Wee Potato. If Edmonton starts losing, the viewers will come in very quickly. Hurricanes game in OT right now, waiting for the Oilers game on TBS. I gotcha. Yeah, Carolina was down 3-0. Hope your streams get as good as that Toronto dude. He only reads the chats of the ones who pay for. Oh, no. To be fair to Steve Dangle, like, his viewership and his chat moves way faster than mine. Oh, I hope so, Farm Girl. I hope so. Smash it like a... What? I love that. Yo, what's up? I'm just him. Welcome back. I have a physics unit exam at 8:10 in the morning tomorrow. Oh, no. Yeah, Leafs fans, oh, boy. I mean, listen, they still have 2 opportunities to close the series out. I don't think so, Wee Potato. I mostly just do Oilers stuff, so it's I don't know. We'll see. I appreciate that though. We don't talk like that, Erica. It's all good. What's up, Gordon? What's up, Roberto? How was Game 4 at Rogers? It was unbelievable. Something I'll never ever forget. The Leafs just don't make it easy on themselves, right? 3-0 series lead. Overtime in Game 4, you have a chance to wrap things up. They just can't get it done. And then today, I actually thought the Leafs played okay. Like, I thought they played pretty good, but Linus Ullmark showed up. Two minutes ahead. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to really hide the chat then during gameplay. Going to have to really hide the chat. Yeah, the whole time during Game 4, I was just trying not to throw up during overtime. He did, yeah. Oh, sorry about that, Chair. Gold, if you are here, can you send Chair the Discord link? Invite link? The link that I posted... oh, it's O Canada. The link that I posted in today's pregame report should work, but... I looked for Orange Pepsi. I couldn't find any in Edmonton. I looked. Also, rip hairline, rip hair. Every game I'm up to 1 a.m. Yeah, my parents, same thing. My dad watches every game, and it's 2 hours ahead where he lives. So he doesn't get to bed till 1, 2 in the morning, and then he's up at 6 a.m. for work. He's built different. Let's just say that. What's up, Jake? I'm a Kings fan, so as long as we can win the series, I will be happy. I'm glad you got to see the Oilers win in person. That is what makes hockey great, is those moments. I appreciate that, Jake. Absolutely. Good luck tonight, my friend. Love that positive vibe that you're bringing right now. These two teams, man, this has been like the best series in the playoffs, I think. This has been unreal. Just during the anthems. I take my hat off during the anthems. Thank you, Gold. The harmonicas are back. The harmonicas are back. Oh, no. Edmonton they're screwed. The power of the harmonicas, it's too much for the Oilers. I love the harmonicas. Oh, Mr. NHL, that's savage. What's up, Kendra? Honestly, I like the harmonicas. Like, I made fun of it in game one, not like in like a mean way, but it's unique. It's different. And the team, they're superstitious with them, and they're going to keep bringing them back. Nah, I agree with Vehicle. It's adorable. I hope so, Northern Farm Girl. I hope so. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be testing those harmonicas for some black magic. Someone has to steal one of those harmonicas and perform a seance or something. Get that voodoo out of here to help the Oilers. A harmonica should be the King's goal horn. That'd be amazing. Oh, low-scoring game prediction from Wheat Potato. This series has been pretty wild with the high-scoring games. We are kind of due for a low-scoring game, so we'll see what happens. 25-0. All right. Anthems are done. I am hiding the chat. As always, for those of you who might be new to the channel, and just a reminder for everyone that does tune in, I don't read chat during gameplay because my gameplay is generally 30 to 60 seconds behind what most of you are seeing live. So my reactions always come late. I hide the chat just to prevent myself from getting spoiled on potential goals. If you happen to see a goal before I've reacted to it, try and refrain from potentially spoiling chat. But if you end up saying, hey, like goal, or you're cheering in chat, that's also okay. You're not going to get timed out. You're not going to get banned. It is not my fault that, you know, you're all ahead of me. It's just how it is. Or it's not your fault that you're ahead of me, and I'm not going to punish anyone for that. So we have the Oilers and Kings in Game 5. Winner will go up 3-2 in the best-of-7 series. It is now a best-of-3 overall. They're starting the Trent Frederic line for Edmonton. Should be Frederic Janmark. Oh, no, it's Frederic, Henrique, and Brown. That's interesting. So here's Henrique. He'll move the puck up to Brown. He's checked off of it. Puck comes to Kulak. He moves it up to Connor Brown. Brown trying to skate through the neutral zone. Puck gets by him. Adam Henrique loses it at center. Kuzmenko, he dips and doodles. Nice poke by Darnell Nurse. Gets the puck up to Connor Brown. Brown into the middle. Here comes Trent Frederic. Henrique crash into the net. Here's a rebound in front. And Henrique can't come up with it. Good early look for the Oilers. Adam Henrique is hauled down early, but they're not going to call that. Not this early. You can't give the Oilers a power play 20 seconds into the game. Here's Darnell Nurse hearing the boo birds from the Los Angeles Kings crowd. Nurse in his feet being pressured by Moore. He'll play it to his D partner. Puck to Evander Kane now. Kane dumps the puck in deep. Here's Zach Hyman. He'll throw it in around the boards. Mikey Anderson will move it up. Warren Foegele checked by Klingberg. Oilers keep the puck in. Foegele now. Oh, he tries to center it to Doughty and almost went in front of his own net, but Philip Deneau will enter the Oilers zone now. He drops it back for Moore. Moore checked off the puck. Edmonton will come up with it. Here's Evander Kane. 3-on-2 for Edmonton. Kane with Hyman and Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins to Hyman in the middle. Evander Kane tries to bank it off of Kemper. And there's a whistle, and they didn't like Evander Kane. They didn't like Evander Kane throwing an extra shove in there, trying to get that loose puck from Kemper. And there is a bit of a scrum here in front of the net. Good start from Edmonton. Yeah, well, at least in my opinion, it was a good start from Edmonton. And the Oilers have not scored a first-period goal in Los Angeles in this series, so it would be massive if they can get one here. Nice job by Kane. He almost banked that in off of Kemper after Zach Hyman's one-timer went wide. Good shift for the Nugent Hopkins Kane Hyman line. I like the look of that line. That's going to be an interesting line. Keep an eye on that one. That could be an X-Factor line. The Oilers now get their top line out. They have Draisaitl with McDavid and Perry. Loading up McDavid and Draisaitl on the road. I don't know if I agree with this, but we'll see if they can take advantage of the Kings here. Here's Draisaitl to Corey Perry, trying to get it in front. Puck to McDavid. He's checked off the puck, but he'll come up with it, trying to get around. I don't know who that was on the Kings, but LA flips it out. Evan Bouchard in his own corner, in his own line, around the boards to Connor McDavid. McDavid will find Draisaitl in transition. Draisaitl with the dump in deep. Corey Perry, stick lift. Bouchard keeps the puck in towards the Kings net. Doesn't make it. And the Kings will move it up. Nice job by Emerson. He gets that back to McDavid. Here's Draisaitl now. Draisaitl walks into the Kings zone. Walks towards the net. Tries to get a shot off. That's blocked in front. Draisaitl still with it. On his backhand. Draisaitl protects the puck. Still protects the puck. Right half wall. Drops it to McDavid. McDavid towards the net. And that's stopped by Darcy Kuemper. Good look for the Oilers top line. I don't know if I like that they're loaded up, but it's a good early look for the Oilers. They've had a couple shifts now where they've had some zone time, couple shots on net, just feeling it out. We'll see if that's able to, sustain and continue. All right, 17:45 to play in the first period. You have Nugent Hopkins with Podkolzin and Arvidsson now. Interesting. Or Janmark with Podkolzin and Arvidsson. So Podkolzin, Arvidsson, and Janmark, this is the Oilers, I guess, quote-unquote, fourth line. But this could be an interesting line, too. There's a good mix of size and skill here. Here's Arvidsson. Steal in the neutral zone. 2-on-2. Arvidsson drops for Janmark. Janmark with speed. Cuts to the middle. In front of Arvidsson, and he just can't put it in. Nice look for Arvidsson, but that went just wide on the right side of the net. The LA Kings now. Anderson, he takes a hit from Podkolzin. Puck in the middle of the ice. Here's Anjay Kopitar. Kopitar dumps it in deep. That's going to be picked up by the Kings, but McDavid, he's back out for Edmonton. Here comes Connor McDavid with speed through the neutral zone. He'll play it up to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, he'll find Zach Hyman. Hyman with a shot, doesn't make it to the net. Draisaitl with pressure, trying to come up with it, but the Kings get it back into the neutral zone. And the LA Kings are briefly offside. Draisaitl will back check, and he'll play it up the middle. Can't find McDavid. Kings will dump it in deep. Moore chases after it. Evan Bouchard reverses to his forehand, pressured by Moore. Evan Bouchard, good job, doesn't panic, gets it across to Darnell Nurse. Nurse skates it up into the Kings zone, takes the space, shoots it on Kuemper, and Kuemper once again will make a save, and he'll hang on. Watching from Australia, love that. Let's go. I don't know, man. The Leafs should be able to close things out. Oh, yeah, look at that overtime reaction with all the fans. Love that. The Mospit was going nuts in Game 4. All right, 16:30 to play here in the first period. Shots are 4-0 Edmonton. There's Trent Frederick, Adam Henrique, Connor Brown on the ice with, is that John Klingberg and Jake Wallman on defense for the Oilers. Kings win the defensive zone draw. Backhanded up into the middle. Fiala, he'll play it back. Here is Kempe to Fiala. Fiala in deep. Pickard out of his net. Plays it up the right boards. And he'll find Trent Frederick. Frederick being pressured. He can't get it in deep in the Kings zone. Nice back pressure by the Oilers, though. They don't allow the Kings a clean zone entry. Klingberg, nice pass to Henrique up the middle. Adam Henrique drops it to Klingberg with a shot. And that's stopped by Kuemper and Trent Frederick getting involved in front. Once again, another bump on Kuemper. So this seems to be a game plan for Edmonton. This is a couple shifts now where they have gotten into the grill of Darcy Kuemper, trying to get him off his game early. Would you trade Davo for a healthy carry price for 8 years? No. Can't find a channel to watch? No CBC, no Sportsnet, no sailing the high seas on the internet to stream the game? All right, shots are 5-0 Oilers. 15:58 to play here in the first. Oilers so far have had the best early looks, but nothing high danger. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll be thrown out of the faceoff dot. Kulak Emerson will man the point offensive zone draw for the Oilers. Kane will step in for Nugent Hopkins. Here's Evander Kane. See if he can win a faceoff. He's been pretty good on draws, actually, at least from what I've seen when he does come in. The linesman is just waiting to drop it. Come on, linesman. Kane does win it. Here's Emerson. He'll step in towards the goal, goes behind the Kings net. Hyman's tied up by Gavrikov, and the Kings will get that out in through the neutral zone. Here's Kempe. Flips it in deep. Andrei Kopitar chases after it against Brett Kulak. Nice job by Nugent-Hopkins. Supports his defenseman. But the Kings manage to keep the cycle alive. Nugent-Hopkins, puck comes out in front. Oh, and that's a trip. Possibly Neen. And the Oilers are going to get a power play, but Zach Hyman is down. He might be hurt. Zach Hyman is down. He could be hurt. My initial reaction is a knee on knee, but I have to see the replay. The Kings crowd is booing, but before I get all worked up about it, he looks okay. He looks okay. But the Oilers with the power play. Kuzmenko tried to come up with it, and he stuck his leg out, and yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, it's a trip. Kicking motion. I think it's just overextended Hyman's leg. I don't think it's... Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a penalty. I think it just caught Hyman overextended with his knee a bit, but Oilers with the power play. Here's Bouchard and Nugent-Hopkins. The Oilers power play has found a way to convert a couple. Here's Draisaitl in front of Perry! Oh, and he shoots it just wide. He didn't have an angle to put it in. McDavid in front to Draisaitl, and his one-timer was fanned. Connor McDavid, he'll play it back to Evan Bouchard now. Oh, and the puck bounces over Bouchard's stick, and he has to skate back. He'll play it to Nugent-Hopkins. Into the neutral zone for McDavid. He'll give it to Draisaitl. Oilers enter the Kings zone. Here's Draisaitl. On his backhand, protects the puck. Draisaitl back to the point to Nugent-Hopkins. He'll give it to Draisaitl. Oilers look to set things up. Evan Bouchard now. He'll hold onto it at the point, move into the middle of the ice. He'll play it across to Draisaitl, right half wall. Draisaitl down to Connor McDavid. McDavid walks in front, trying to center it to Perry. He can't lift it. Good save by Kemper. Oh, and the puck was shot up the middle. Bouchard just couldn't keep it in, and Edmonton forced to reset once again. Here's McDavid now. He'll walk back into the Kings zone. Plays it back to the point. Here's Nugent-Hopkins. Left circle. Walks in. Shoots. And that's blocked in front. Nugent-Hopkins, he waited a little too long. Here's Leon Draisaitl. He spins off of a check. Across the ice. Finds Zach Hyman. He looks no worse for wear after taking that leg hit on his knee. Oilers trying to cycle. McDavid trying to get it around to Draisaitl. On his backhand. Here's Hyman. He tries to center it. Nugent-Hopkins just out of his reach. Nugent-Hopkins down low. And Draisaitl can't come up with it. There's a dog pile going on. Some kind of pile going up in the far corner in the Kings zone. Crowd is loving it. Here's John Klingberg. Oilers will get the second unit out. Only 15 seconds left on the power play. Here's Klingberg. He shoots it towards Kemper, and Kemper... Oh, man, Kemper almost gave that away. And was it a glove pass by the Oilers with 4 seconds left on the power play? That top unit, they had a couple looks, but they just couldn't get that puck to the net the way they wanted, I don't think. Perry had a bad angle. He couldn't quite put it into the open cage. And then Draisaitl couldn't get that one-timer. Nugent-Hopkins walked into the high slot, but he waited too long. It was blocked in front. Nice job by Perry with a one-timer. So they had a couple looks, I'd say. And then Connor McDavid was taken down by Doughty. And the crowd was going wild there. Good play by Doughty. Nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, I agree. Bit of a sloppy power play. Good kill by the Kings. 13:30 to play here in the first period. Shots are 6-0 Oilers. I have the count at 7-0, though, so I'll go with what Sportsnet says just for accuracy's sake. Nice hit by Hyman. He throws Doughty into the glass, but the Kings with possession. Here's Andrei Kopitar. He's checked off the puck. Adam Henrique finds Zach Hyman. Hyman looking to center. He loses it. Adam Henrique now. Down low to Zach Hyman behind the Kings net. He's tripped up. Evander Kane will pick it up now. Evander Kane's hit off the puck. Nice job by Henriques. Supports. Shot back down low. Oilers working the cycle once again. Here's a centering pass in front. Adam Henrique with 2 opportunities stopped by Darcy Kemper. 2 terrific looks for Adam Henrique. And now the Kings with a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 for the Kings. Here they come. Here's Kuzmenko. Spinorama. He can't get the pass in front. And the Kings don't even get a shot. What the heck happened there? And Evander Kane, he's limping off the ice. Something happened to Kane. I don't know if he lost his skate blade or if he hurt his ankle. I'm not sure what's going on there. We'll have to keep an eye on Evander Kane. Puck deep into the Oilers zone. Here's Darnell Nurse. He'll give that puck to Matthias Janmark. Oilers hit off the puck. LA sends it in deep. Calvin Pickard out of his net. He'll spin it back to Brett Kulak. Kulak up the right boards, gives it to Victor Arvidsson. Victor Arvidsson skates it up the ice, walks into the Kings zone, stops up, looking to get it in deep. He's hit real hard by Edmondson. Wow, what a hit by Edmondson on Victor Arvidsson. Here's the play in front, Arvidsson. Oh, and he's stopped by Darcy Kemper. Oh, and there is rough stuff going on. Podkolzin ran someone. Uh-oh. Are the Oilers getting a penalty here? Oh, no. So Janmark's going to the box. Wow. Look at Henrique. Look at these two chances he had. Good job by Kemper. He's standing tall in that crease. Wow. I didn't see the play by Janmark. The Kings had a 2-on-1. All right, what did Janmark do? He walks in. Why did Janmark do that? Oh, no. Janmark. Why? Why Janmark? The Oilers, I mean, this is like an optimal start. Obviously, you'd like to see them bury one at some point. Do I think a fight is happening in this game? Unless there's like something crazy dirty, probably not. That's crazy, though. I don't know what Janmark's doing after the whistle. Just like charges a guy and throws him into Darcy Kemper. Only good for two things, cardio and getting penalties. Hey, he scored in game 1. He does have a goal. Oh, no. Yeah, Janmark's going to the box. Likely, I'm just him. Likely. I don't think Trent Frederick's going to fight anyone. He looks like he's barely healthy himself, healthy enough to be in this lineup. Oilers, like, they look clunky, but they're getting some looks here. The Kings have been giving the puck away. Darcy Kemper's had to make some big, big saves. I know the series is yours. Bring the cup to Canada. Hey, Deadpool, what's going on? Good to see you again. Absolutely, I appreciate that. And obviously, I'm sending good luck to the Canucks organization and Canucks fans. For those of you who might be out of the loop, the Canucks announced that Rick Tocchet won't be returning as head coach, so it'll be interesting to see who they add. Hey, Dak, what's going on? Can't stay up for the game tonight, but go Oil. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Sending your support is going to give the Oilers some luck here on the penalty kill. All right, Matthias Janmark's in the box. The LA Kings get their first power play of the game. Oilers have to dig in deep. Edmonton has to dig in deep. They got to find a way to get a kill here. Shots are 10-0 Oilers. There's 11:54 to play here in the first period. Nice face-off win by Edmonton. Brett Kulak's tripped up. And then the King behind the Oilers net goes down. Emberson, good support. He'll just send it all the way down the ice. Good clear for the Oilers. That's good support. The Oilers have good layers, and they've had good support for their defensemen down low so far in this period. They have to continue that. Here's Quinton Byfield. Oh, and a bit of interference by Kempe on Adam Henrique at the Oilers' blue line. No call. Here's Fiala for LA. Towards the net, stopped by Pickard. It's in the crease, and that's going to be sent all the way down the ice by Adam Henrique onto Darcy Kemper. And Kemper will just leave that for Adrian Kempe. The Kings run the 5-forward power play unit. Anze Kopitar. He dangles, plays it to the right side, sent in by Kuzmenko. Byfield chases after it. Puck over Kopitar's stick in the neutral zone. And the Kings are forced to reset. Here's Fiala now. Spins out of trouble. Byfield goes for a change. Here comes Fiala across to Anze Kopitar. Kings with the zone entry. Connor Brown will come up with it, and he'll backhand it up the ice, and the Oilers will get another change. 55 seconds remaining on the power play for the Kings. Oilers doing a good job so far, not allowing LA to get set up. Here come the Kings' second unit. Drew Doughty. He has it. He's going to throw it up the ice. Nice job by Fogle. Beats out the potential icing. Emberson can't move the puck up. Connor McDavid out there for the Oilers. Doughty across the ice. Shot off the outside of the net. Doesn't make it there. They're trying to get the puck. Here's more for the Kings. He'll play it behind the net to Warren Fogle. Warren Fogle, he leaves it. Connor McDavid might have gotten away with a high stick there. Ty Emerson, he's going to shoot that puck all the way down the ice. Looked like a King was high sticked by Connor McDavid, and there was no call. They look back at the ref. McDavid might have gotten away with that. Here's Phillip Danault now. He's checked off the puck. Comes to Doughty. Doughty cut off by Nugent Hopkins on his backhand. He'll backhand it all the way down the ice, and the Oilers make the kill. Nice job by Edmonton on that penalty kill. They only gave up one shot, and they didn't really allow the Kings to get set up or get any good looks. Here's Draisaitl now for the Oilers. He whacks at Laferriere. Laferriere is going to be checked off the puck in Wallman to the blue line, not out. Shot towards the Oilers' net goes wide. Here's Laferriere to the point. Shot by Gavrikov. Doesn't make it. John Klingberg now tied up against Fiala. Fiala, he'll play it down low. Klingberg, he'll pick it up. He goes down. Draisaitl coming in to support. Throws a bit of a cross check. Might have got away with that one. This game's getting a little rough. Here come the Oilers now. Dumped in deep by Wallman. Victor Arvidsson, he's hit off the puck. Oilers on the forecheck. Draisaitl with Evander Kane and Arvidsson. Here's a shot by Klingberg. It goes just wide. He might have had open space there. Maybe Kemper got a piece of it, but Klingberg with the shot. Here's Byfield now for LA towards Pickard. That's an easy stop into the Oilers' right corner. Puck will come back to Evander Kane. He'll skate it up, give it to Arvidsson. Arvidsson's going to be pressured here, and he's just going to hold it along the Kings bench. He puts his foot on top of the puck, trying to kick it loose, and Connor McDavid will grab it. Here comes McDavid with Bouchard 2-on-1. He gives it to Bouchard. Oh, what a save by Darcy Kuemper! Oh my God, what a save! Are you kidding me with that? Holy smokes, Darcy Kuemper with the save of the period and potentially the save of the series so far. What a save on Evan Bouchard, who was all alone. He even elevated it, and Kuemper comes across and catches it in his glove. What a save by Kuemper. He is dialed in this game. Wow. Now, the good news is the Oilers, at some point, they have to break through, right? But early in this game, we're just over the halfway point of the first period. Kuemper is he is standing on his head. Absolutely standing on his head right now. So we do have a commercial break. Just waiting for the game to come back from the break, of course. Oilers got to just keep pushing, right? Nobody can start feeling down about their game here. The Oilers have come out with authority. The Kings haven't really had any real good looks on Calvin Pickard so far. Kuemper defied gravity. I mean, he absolutely could have. He got in close. He did elevate it. Man. It was a good pinch, good shot. You got to give the credit to the goaltender, though. What a save. That's true, Chatty McChadface. Let's hope Pix holds it down. I hope so. I have faith. Absolutely, Jesse, 100%. At some point, the game, there's ebbs and flows in hockey games, right? Right now, the Oilers have a lot of the momentum and the zone time, puck possession, the good quality shots. The Kings are going to start to turn this around. Don't think that they won't. I imagine Jim Hiller behind the bench is probably yelling at them. Well, Gold just jinxed it. Might have to ban Gold forever. My prediction was 5-3 Edmonton. What a save by Kuemper. Back from commercial break. Holy smokes. What a save. Look at McDavid's reaction. He's like, okay. He recognizes it. He's smiling. McDavid, game recognizes game here. So Bouchard, he does lead the Oilers with 4 goals this series. He had 2 goals in Game 4. Of course, he had the 3-2 goal and then the game-tying goal. The shots are 14-2 in favor of Edmonton. Connor McDavid will take the face-off out there with Draisaitl and Perry. It is interesting that the Oilers continue to have this top line loaded, but it's better if they're on separate lines and loaded up when necessary, but we'll see if... I can't complain. The Oilers have played well. Here's Phillip Danault. Enters the Oilers zone. He's kept to the outside by Bouchard. Shot towards Pickard. Pad save, and the Oilers on transition. Draisaitl spins off. Oh, man. Draisaitl's all tied up. Can't get it out of the zone. McDavid has to come back and support. Comes down low to Bouchard. The Kings with that aggressive forecheck, giving the Oilers a bit of fits here. Connor McDavid, he's hit by Drew Doughty. Oilers get it in deep, but Doughty picks the puck up for the Kings. Puck comes to the Kings blue line. Bouchard, he keeps that in. That's punched forward by LA, and here comes Phillip Danault. Phillip Danault, he's checked off the puck, and now Connor McDavid will skate it up the ice. Looks like a 3-on-3. McDavid walks in, tries to send it back to Draisaitl, but that hit Trevor Moore's foot, and the Oilers are going to get this deep and go for a change. Ty Emberson hard around the boards. Jordan Spence, he'll play it to Gavrikov. Look at Jordan Spence getting a shift. Oh, nice job by Frederic on the forecheck. Steals it. Connor Brown around the boards, comes to Brett Kulak at the point. Down low. Trent Frederic behind the Kings net now. Looking to set something up. He centers it in front. Connor Brown can't come up with a shot. And the LA Kings will skate it out of trouble. Here's Kuzmenko. He fans on his pass. Adam Henrique steals it. He plays it back to Wallman, or Kulak, sorry. Here's Emberson to Connor Brown. Connor Brown into the Kings zone. Chased by Adam Henrique against Spence. Connor Brown supports. He's hit off the puck by, I don't know who that was. Jake Wallman with a shot. Oh, and the deflects just past Darcy Kemper. Klingberg trying to keep it in. Connor Brown, he's checked off the puck. The Kings with speed. Here comes Turcotte. Turcotte spins around from a check. Edmonton trying to come up with it, but the Kings with pressure here. Turcotte loses it. Frederic gives it back to Wallman. Wallman, good patience to Klingberg across. He'll find Frederic. And here's Henrique. Frederic will just play that puck in deep into the Kings zone as the Oilers make a change. The shots are 15-3 in favor of Edmonton. There's 6:23 to play here in the first period. The LA Kings, no icing. Dump it into the Oilers zone. Evan Bouchard now. Oh, bad giveaway by Bouchard. Centered in front. Shot by LaFerriere, and that goes high and wide. Here's another shot, deflects off of Darnell Nurse's stick and out of play. Evan Bouchard, he had a bit of a no-look play to the front of the net. Did not like that at all. Evan Bouchard just got to be real careful on those. Obviously, Bouchard's offensive ability is great, but the Oilers have played too good to have a mistake like that end up in the back of the net. Evan Bouchard has to make a better play there. Crazy. I love that like thing is still going. The I was crazy once. That was a thing when I was in school. Kings off the faceoff towards the net, doesn't make it. Leon Draisaitl will pick up the puck. He's out there with Hyman and McDavid. Puck dumped in deep. Kemper, he plays it. Hyman comes in after it. Nice hit by Hyman against Mikey Anderson. Leon Draisaitl, he spins away from a check to McDavid, tries to find Draisaitl. Darnell Nurse, great job to support the middle of the ice there. Here's Connor McDavid. He spins it back to Draisaitl. Right circle. Back to Bouchard with a shot. And that stopped by, well, I mean, it might have been blocked or maybe stopped by Kemper. I'm not sure. The LA Kings ice it. Kane lost a skate blade. Okay. I don't know why Nurse and Bouchard are together. So far, it's worked out okay. They just have to be careful about those individual big mistakes, right? Draisaitl, he'll take the offensive zone draw for Edmonton. Oilers trying to take advantage of this icing from the LA Kings. Shots are 16-3 Edmonton, 5:33 to play in the period. Kings win the faceoff. Drew Doughty pressured by Connor McDavid. Doughty backhanded up into the neutral zone. Nice job by Doughty to alleviate pressure and get a change. Nurse will give that puck to Evan Bouchard. He leaves it for Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl, he'll protect the puck. Backhands it deep into the Kings zone. Oilers unable to come up with it, though. Doughty gives it to Mikey Anderson. Puck comes to Phillip Danault. Across to Trevor Moore. Trevor Moore checked by Evan Bouchard. He'll throw it around the corner boards. And Warren Foegele now. He'll play it back to the blue line to Gavrikov. Gavrikov to Phillip Danault behind the Edmonton's net. Nice job by Nurse. Great stick by Nurse. Edmonton can't come up with possession, though. Puck comes around to the half wall. Corey Perry, he'll just send it to the middle of the ice. Here's Draisaitl McDavid 2-on-2. Here's Draisaitl on his backhand. Behind the Kings net. Shakes off a check. He plays it to Emberson. He shoots. Puck deflects wide. Zach Hyman trying to come up with the puck. He throws a hit. Can't come up with it. Oilers will change their top guns. Evander Kane back on the ice. He did lose a skate blade earlier. He was limping. I was concerned it was an injury, but it was just a skate blade. He's A-okay. The LA Kings up the middle. Nice pass. Here's Kuzmenko. He loses the puck. Edmonton can't come up with it, though. Kings keep it in. Here's Kempe to the middle. Kopitar to Kuzmenko, and on his backhand, Evander Kane checks him off the puck. Kane finds Hyman. Hyman avoids a check. Can't come up with the puck, though. Kopitar grabs it. The LA Kings now. Spence across to Gavrikov. Gavrikov, right boards, deflected in deep. Pickard out of his net to play it. He'll give that to Kulak, across to Emberson. Back to Kulak, behind his own net. Up the left boards to Evander Kane. He'll give it to Victor Arvidsson. Skates it through the neutral zone. Here's Victor Arvidsson. Nice job to get... Klingberg walks in the middle. It's loose in front. And the puck is knocked away and down the ice by the Kings. John Klingberg he almost had a terrific opportunity to shoot, but it was deflected off his stick at the last second. Wallman up the middle, deflected in on Kemper, forced to make a save, leaves it for Edmondson. Edmondson off the glass, and that's out of play. Is that a penalty? Looks like they're saying it deflected. All right, 3:25 to play here in the first period. Man, the Oilers have played a really solid period here. This is a great road period. Yes, I'd like to see Edmonton finally capitalize, but, if they keep playing like this, eventually that dam is going to crack. Your resting heart rate is 44, and highest today, 199. What? How did you get it to 199? Oh, my God. I think the Kings, if the Kings get out of this period tied, I think I'll consider that a win for LA, just considering how many chances Edmonton has had. Recreational. Jesus. I mean, it does, Hybrid Hunter, because eventually, if the Kings do what they have been doing a lot of the series, if they're not playing everybody, if they shorten the bench to 4D and 9 forwards, you're going to wear them out, right? You're going to wear the Kings out as the game goes along. Who wins between New Jersey and Carolina? What's the score in that? Is it still OT? Yeah, it is still OT. I'm going to go with the Hurricanes, but we'll have to find out. Yeah, my heart rate can get to about 185 if I'm doing like really strenuous activity. Like when I play hockey, if I'm skating hard on the ice, yeah, it can get up there, but 199? I don't think I've ever had it go that high. That's crazy. Back from commercial break. They're showing the Bouchards here. You could have him Bouchard as a kid. Are those all of his brothers? Look at that. Now, first period plans. We're going to go over the stats, of course. We'll go over the advanced stats, money puck, if you're into that. And then I usually take my 5-minute breather. I usually just let you guys hang out with chair. I don't have any hockey cards to open today, unfortunately. Nugent Hopkins, offensive zone draw, wins it, plays it back to Klingberg. That shot is on net. Here's a rebound in front, and Evander Kane missed the net. There was a shot from the point, and Kemper, there was a rebound after Klingberg shot it. Kings steal the puck, sent deep into the Oilers zone. Klingberg chases after it. He's trying to come up with the puck. Nugent Hopkins finds Zach Hyman. Blocked in front. Here's Fiala. He's checked by Nugent Hopkins. Puck bouncing around. Oilers can't come up with it. Here's Laferriere. Laferriere across the ice to Drew Doughty. From the point, he shoots, and that's stopped by Calvin Picker's blocker. Nice job by Picker to see that through traffic. Puck comes to Zach Hyman on the half wall. Nugent Hopkins supports, and here's Klingberg off the glass and out. He alleviates pressure, not icing. Edmonton can get a change here. Here's Mikey Anderson. He'll play it back to Drew Doughty as the Kings reset in the neutral zone. Up the right wing, dumped in deep by Kuzmenko, chased by Kempe. Emberson tries to find Trent Frederick. Here's Brett Kulak. Kulak loses it in the middle. Here's a shot, and that goes wide by Anze Kopitar. Oh, and Edmondson's stick explodes, and the Oilers are going to try and take advantage of that. Here's Arvidsson. He'll play that to Podkolzin. Podkolzin walks in. High shot goes wide, and Emberson can't keep the puck in. The Kings potentially 2-on-2 here. Here's Kopitar that looked offside, but Edmonton will steal it. Here's Janmark. He takes a hit, loses it, but it'll come back to him. Dumped in by Podkolzin. Podkolzin chases after it against Clark. Clark takes a hit. Here's Anderson across to Clark. He gives it to Phillip Danault. Phillip Danault, stick handles through the neutral zone. Into the middle, shot towards the Oilers net, deflects wide. Darnell Nurse gives it to Frederic. Evan Bouchard up the right wing, nobody home. Kings keep the pressure alive. Danault behind the Oilers net. He centers it. Nice shot by Frederic. Great play by Frederic to get that out of trouble. Here's Connor Brown with Darnell Nurse streaking up the middle. Brown, left wing, across, finds Frederic. Frederic shoots, and that goes, well, way high and wide. Nice job by Frederic, though, to read the play. He got into a good spot. Evan Bouchard now, he'll carry it in with McDavid. He tries to find McDavid up the middle. McDavid takes it. He plays it in the middle for Bouchard. Bouchard tries to step in. Draisaitl supports. Back to McDavid. Oilers with more ozone pressure. Tries to center it to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard back to the blue line. McDavid cycles down low. Here's Draisaitl. Draisaitl, he's checked by 3 Kings. He can't get a shot away, and the Kings will alleviate pressure. Bouchard now. He'll send it across the ice. Picked off by LA. Here's Laferriere. Gives it to Byfield with a shot, and that goes high and wide. Here's Corey Perry now. Perry plays it up the ice. Connor McDavid. Oh, McDavid takes a big hit there by the Kings. I don't know who that was. Might have been Laferriere. Klingberg once again finds McDavid up the middle. Oilers are getting stuffed here at the blue line. Oh, and a couple cross checks by Gavrikov on Connor McDavid. Gavrikov throwing shots, and now Evander Kane, he's coming in. Kane is not happy about that, and I don't like those cross checks by Gavrikov at all. Do not like those cross checks by Gavrikov. And Evander Kane, he came in to let him know, you can't just cross-check our guys. There's still a bit of a scrum here at the Kings' blue line as they blew the play dead about a minute ago. That's crazy that they didn't call that. Considering how dirty some cross-checks have been in the playoffs this year, I'm surprised that they're not cracking down on the cross-checks. Can they show the replay of Gavrikov's, 3 cross-checks? How many Oilers jerseys do I have? 1, 2... I think 9? 9, I think? Yeah, I think it's 9. Yeah, McDavid went down. Nothing wrong with that. But then 1, 2, and then it looked like a third by Gavrikov. If you want to protect the players, man, just call that. It doesn't even have to be cross-checking. Just call them for roughing. It's not really a hockey play to me. Here's Edmondson. He'll play it across the ice. Puck into the neutral zone. Oilers clear. 4 seconds left in the first. And the Oilers will end the first period tied at 0. So good period from Edmonton in terms of not being down, and a terrific period from the Edmonton Oilers in terms of their shot metrics, how strong they were. So I think that was the best period Edmonton has played without being rewarded with a goal. I mean, I don't know for you. I don't think being around, I don't think I'm cut out for it. I would probably call way too much and people would hate me. So I understand the aspect that you want the players to play, you want the players to decide the game, but not calling penalties does decide games sometimes. Now, this is not me complaining, by the way. I'm not complaining about the officiating. I'm just surprised that they allow that many. If it's 1 cross-check, okay. 2, maybe you consider that a battle. But 3 on a player that can't really defend himself with the puck under him, I don't know. Oilers look like a different team. They look like a team that came out with a mission, and they had a terrific first period. Hopefully they're able to build off of that. We are going to take a look at the you can all say hi to Kitty Kitty. This was a picture I took of him. He's the background on my one monitor, so he's just vibing. But the deserve to win-o-meter from Money Puck. Obviously, the Oilers had a great first period. Look at all the chances they had in close. The Oilers have had a mandate to try and get that puck to the middle and get those opportunities. Darcy Kemper, though, he has been solid. The expected goals in all situations in this game, 1.83 to 0.39. Now, as the game continues and wears on, can the LA Kings find a way to push back, or will the Oilers continue to wear down the defense of the Kings? I'll be very curious to see what the I work from home, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. So if you look at the expected goals in all situations, Perry and McDavid were actually like 50%, which is very strange because like Draisaitl's higher and his every shift that he had was with McDavid and Perry. Not sure what happened there. The Oilers obviously had a power play. They did not convert. They really needed to, but they gave up a penalty, but did not give up a power play goal. Matthias Janmark only played 221 in that period. Frederick only 258, but I really did like the way Frederick and Podkolzin and Arvidsson have played so far. Top ice time getter for Edmonton is Connor McDavid. Looks like they're really running McDavid, Bouchard, Draisaitl, Nurse, and Hyman as that 5-man unit. They're really trying to just get goals from those guys, and hopefully they are able to break through soon. I am Erica. Yeah, I'm still with Indigo. And then if we take a look at the time on ice for the LA Kings, looks like Malott had 2 shifts. Helenius had a couple shifts. Turcotte a couple shifts. So it looks like maybe, just maybe, Jim Hiller might be playing some guys a little bit more. However, Edmondson, Anderson, Gavrikov, and Doughty, those are their top ice time getters. And as long as Edmonton keeps pushing, these guys are going to tire out. No forward is in the top 4 here. Like, Kuzmenko played the most out of the forwards. The Oilers have to take advantage of this. Doughty is aging, right? Mikey Anderson is not as fleet of foot as he used to be. Edmondson is aging. Gavrikov is a solid D-man, but the more that they push, the more likely it is that Edmonton finds a way to get one. Hey, what's up, Bing Chillin'? Welcome back. I can't jinx it more. What's up, Matt? Random Aussie, Mr. Austin, me, 2 Aussies, LA Kings, no 21, Jordan Spence, LA Kings, St. Louis Blues, Nathan Walker. Please give my dog, girl Marley, she is 4. Hey, Marley! That's amazing. Jim Hiller or Stu Skinner? I plead the 5th. New Jersey and Carolina going to double overtime. Oh, boy. It is a Mr. Mike's mug. Yeah. Bighorn Lager from Mr. Mike's. I got this years and years ago. And I got a Blue Moon. Hey, I appreciate that, Bing Chillin'. Yes, like this is a live stream. If you are enjoying the content here, definitely hit like on the live stream. We have a terrific game of hockey going on so far. Do I think the Oilers will get the first goal? They should, Brick Motion Studios, as long as they play like they did in the first period. Shots were 19-4. Like that is probably Edmonton's best period of the entire playoffs. And the fact that they did not get rewarded with a goal, if they keep playing like this, they're going to break through eventually. Darcy Kemper has been the storyline. He's been the difference maker for the Kings so far. But Kings fans, I also want to hear from you. What did you think of that first period? What do you think the Kings need to work on here? I mean, the Kings had that 2-on-1. If they didn't do a spinorama pass for some reason, they probably would have had a good shot opportunity. No goals is concerning. I think they'll break through. That was their best period since last playoffs. Kings need to work on everything. Hockey doesn't belong. Nah, hockey belongs wherever people want hockey. Hockey belongs everywhere, and hockey is for everyone. Yeah, I agree. A greasy goal, right? Shot from the point, get a deflection, crash the crease. The Oilers have been crashing the crease a lot, so. Kings need to attack more. I agree. Draisaitl didn't even look tired in the interview. Yeah, well, I mean, he's probably feeling pretty good. The Devils also have a ton of injuries. I do feel bad for Devils fans. Like, they don't even have their best player in the lineup right now. Looking for a Houston expansion team. It sounds like Houston is, like, top of the list. Them and Atlanta likely get a team next. 13 Bodmer ships for Janmark. I will be doing gifted subs on for Game 6. When the Oilers are back at home for Game 6, no matter the result of this game, I will do more gifted memberships on Thursday. That game is Thursday night. Don't know what time yet, but Game 6 is Thursday. I will do more gifted memberships that night. the Devils had Hughes, they'd go to the Eastern the Devils had a good season. Jack Hughes is obviously a game breaker. I do think that they absolutely would push the Carolina Hurricanes, and they'd probably have a good chance to have a deep run if they had them. True. Yeah. It's unfortunate. They're probably always injured because their team relies on them heavily to do all the heavy lifting when it comes to offense and defense. Kings scorers need to wake up. Hey, that's fair analysis, Jake. Fair analysis. I think the Oilers had a good period, but if you're a Kings fan, you're probably feeling happy that you did get out of that period tied, right? If you were down 1 or 2 goals, it feels a lot different, but the Kings, they can reset now, right? They can make those in-game adjustments. They can come out in the second period. If you can take advantage of the long change against Edmonton, the Oilers are notoriously not great in second periods, so... Wait, are the Oilers good in second periods? I don't remember. They used to be good, but then I thought they sucked. I don't know. Yeah, the Canucks are having a rough go right now. What's up, Sergio? Do we hire him over Knobloch? I would rather not. Rick Tocchet, I don't like his system. That's just me. That would never happen. Hey, Retro with the $1.99 super chat. Another drink of Molson. Is Shorzy in today? I actually have a Blue Moon, but I do have more Molson, so I can get a Molson if you want me to drink a Molson tonight. I can't drink too much, though, because I still have a post-game fan reaction to do after this game, right? So gotta make sure that I'm chill. Yeah, Kane was mad. He was mad at Gavrikov. We'll see if there's anything that carries over in the second period. Oh, no, Ghost. I don't know if I like that. A small Molson, then. Okay, we'll do a small Molson. All right, so there's 8 minutes until the second period starts. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. This is definitely 5-minute break. I'll be back. You guys get Chair to hang out with. Make sure you treat Chair nicely. Chair is in the chat, so make sure we are treating Chair nicely, okay? I will be back. If you eat marshmallows, it cures your lost voice. Really? Well, I'll have to look that up. I don't know about that. All right, everyone gets Chair. Look how excited everyone is. Everyone's excited for Chair. Everyone likes Chair more than me. Why do I even do live streams? All right. How did Chair do? Chair would never say such things about me. Chair would never say such things about me. I promise. I promise you that. Chair was talking mad smack. Yeah, I don't think so. Give us 2 chairs next time. Yo, Cam with the $20 super chat. Great game analysis, Chair. Yo, Cam. I'll make sure to give that 20 to Chair, right? Like that's not for me. That was for Chair, right? Of course, we were having a blast with Chair. He's saying I'm 5'2". Yo, he's about a foot off. He's about a foot off. I am 6'2". I would be 6'3" if my spine didn't have a slight curve to it. But I am 6'2" officially. Ain't no way. Lies. I would never lie to the community. I promise I would never do that. Never, ever. I've seen Austin in person. He's 7'2". Could you imagine? Austin hockey, no. Chair hockey, thumbs up. Yeah, I don't live in Edmonton. I live in Red Deer. I need to promote Chair. Chair should just do the streams from now on, right? Just create like a separate channel for Chair. But Cam, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. That's incredible. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky, Jake, that my scoliosis is like very, very, very minimal. Like not enough where it affects my day-to-day life at all. I got to play sports, still get to play sports, obviously. Name it Chair hockey. Could you imagine? Red Deer as well. Hey, what's up, Goat? The Goat. Sorry, not just Goat, the Goat. Oh, I already have back problems at 16. Oh, no. I should be in the North Pole helping Santa. What the heck, man? When am I starting only chairs? Oh, my God. Also, CNG using my picture as the profile picture. That's so funny. The Oilers win. Have the first 30 seconds just be Chair with the chain on it. You know what? I'll do that for all of you. I'll do that. I would make so much money on only chairs. Hey, welcome back, Carolina. How's the game going for you? The Hurricanes game, that is. Good to see you. How's the game been? Dacky, the Oilers are out shooting the Kings 19-4. They killed a penalty. Right now, the difference maker in this game has been Darcy Kemper for the Kings, but the Oilers are playing good. Hey, there you go, engineer. Love that. I'm also an RDC alumni. That's awesome. In Edmonton here, let me treat you to a brew at Leah's Pub next time I drive through to Calgary. You know what? Summon a batch. That would be awesome. Thank you. I'm 6'3". On weekends, I'm 6'9" with lots of booze and stilettos. There you go. Simple. I love that. Second overtime right now. They are in intermission. But how are you feeling? Are you nervous? Is the heart rate pumping? My heart was going to explode out of my chest when the Oilers went to overtime against the Kings in Game 4. Oh, that'd be so funny. Put my hat on the chair and everything. You know what? I got to do funny skits like that for you guys. Absolutely. Oh, there you go for you. Any good looks at least, or just perimeter shots? No, the Oilers have had really good looks. The Oilers have had some terrific looks, but Kemper has been a huge difference maker. Also, nobody buy me anything ever. I will never ask for anything from anyone. The only thing I do ask for is just to hit the like button on any video or live stream that I do, and that's it. I'm worried that they got tired. I hope the Kings got more tired. I should buy you guys playoff tickets. Listen, if the channel continues to grow, especially at the rate that it has been, I will absolutely do like ticket giveaways for like regular season games. I can barely afford a playoff ticket for myself. That's why I've only ever been to one in my whole life. But I absolutely do plan on doing ticket giveaways for the community. Purchases YouTube to make a Chair Hockey YouTube channel. What would Chair like for a gift though? I'll have to ask Chair. And maybe I'll keep that between us. It could be a secret. Was scared that Kane might be hurt. Now I'm chill. That's good. Yeah, we are super chill. It is the second period coming up. Buy me Target gift cards to unlock your computer from viruses. You ain't gonna get me that easily. I love that, Dacky. I love that. Are playoff games worth the money? Yes. 100%. That game that I saw, game 4 on Sunday, it's an experience I will never, ever forget. Share wants repairs. He said, you're farting too much. What the hell is this, man? No way, bro. You guys are so funny. Share wants a pet chair. Jesus. Oh, no. You know what? Should I do a chair giveaway at some point? Just to like play along with the meme. What's your favorite snack? I love Doritos, just like nacho Doritos. I'm also a huge fan of sour cream and onion chips. Doesn't matter what brand. Retro with the $4.99 gift for chair from the Prince of Africa. He has the best emails. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, second period has started. Here's Connor Brown. He'll dump it deep into the Kings zone. He'll chase after it against Edmonton. Kopitar will grab it for LA. LA, they'll fire it down the ice. That's actually going to be icing on the Kings. What do I feed my chair? Apparently I feed it farts, according to Chair, so... All right. Molson Canadian. I was asked to do a Molson. Yeah, Molson farts. Oh my God. It's horrible. That's true, Cam, but I guess that goes for anything in life that you spend money on. Yo, what's up, Draisaitl fan? Oilers with the offensive zone face-off. Draisaitl will take it. Just gonna pour my drink. I'll wait for a whistle. Here's Darnell Nurse. He'll play it down low to Connor McDavid. McDavid on his backhand. Back to Nurse. Nurse towards the net. That's stopped by Kemper, and he's just gonna hang on to that. Probably would have went wide, but... Hey, Brody, thank you for becoming a member with the VIP access. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Does Chair have fart breath? Yeah, I would say yes. All right, so offensive zone draw. Seidel takes it, loses it. Kings with a high flip to the neutral zone. Oh, Bouchard missed it. Here come the Kings. Here's Fogle with a shot. Oh, and a good save by Calvin Pickard. Leon Draisaitl now. He'll try and move it up the ice. Stolen by Philip Deneau. Good chance for the Kings there. Dumped in deep by LA. Nurse will come around. Backhands it behind his net. Evan Bouchard back to Nurse. Nurse and Bouchard giving away to Deneau into the middle. Here's a shot. What a save by Calvin Pickard. Oilers scrambling. Oilers are scrambling. Doughty. Down low, the Kings getting the cycle. Here's Fogle. He'll play it across the ice. Shot by Anderson goes wide. Here's Leon Draisaitl now. Oilers got to get it clear. Corey Perry, he'll skate it up the ice. He'll find Connor McDavid. McDavid spins to Draisaitl. Nice play. Here's Wallman in front. Oh, and Corey Perry had an open net, and he missed the puck. Oh, that would have been an open net. That would have been a tap-in if Corey Perry had been able to put that in. Wow, what a play. Here's the LA Kings now, trying to move it up the ice. Drew Doughty, he'll grab it. Up the left side, Laferriere, he'll skate it into the Oilers zone. He's pushed by Klingberg. Wallman across to Evander Kane. Kane skates it through the neutral zone. He'll play it to Nugent-Hopkins, stolen by the Kings, but picked up by Wallman in the neutral zone. Wallman drops it to Hyman. Hyman, he spins off a check. Towards the net, stopped by Kemper. It's in the crease area. Edmonton pushing, and they can't come up with it as Kemper holds on. Chaos, man. Chaos. I have no idea how Corey Perry did not score on that open net. Oh, the puck just kind of skipped over Corey Perry's stick. I mean, that was a wide open net if Perry had been able to finish it. What a look. LA Kings win the faceoff. Here's Fiala, checked by Nugent-Hopkins. Evander Kane gives it back to Nugent-Hopkins. Oilers can't get it deep, though. Kane loses it, comes back to Emberson. A lot of neutral zone play. Here comes Byfield. He's stopped up by Kulak off the glass and deep, and here's Evander Kane chasing after the puck. Evander Kane tries to put it towards the net. He's hit. Hyman supports. Here's Zach Hyman. Oh, and he tried to center it. Nugent-Hopkins skated by the puck, and now here's Laferriere for the Kings. He'll play it across the ice. Kulak pressured by two Kings. Laferriere towards the net. That goes wide. Puck will leave the Oilers zone. LA will send it back in deep. This should allow Edmonton to get at least one change, and there's an offside on the Kings. It looks like Helenius is offside, and there's a whistle. Hey, cheers, Daniel. Yeah, Pickard, he's come in and done what he's supposed to do. What's the score? It is 0-0. Shots are 21-6 for Edmonton. 17:06 to play in the second period. What's up, Russian Egg? All right, face off at the Oilers' blue line. Janmark's going to take it. He's out there with Podkolzin and Arvidsson. This line for Edmonton has been okay. I'd love if we could get some depth scoring from this line. And the Kings are outscoring the Oilers 9-4 in the second period in this series. Here's a play by Clark. Clark dumps it all the way around. Evan Bouchard leaves it, picked up by the Kings. But Podkolzin along the half wall in his own zone, across the ice. Bouchard dumps it into the Kings zone. Chase after by Podkolzin. Janmark to Podkolzin. Centers it in front. Comes to the blue line. Nurse with a shot. That's just missed the far post. Kemper might have got a piece. Here come the Kings now. Oh, and Darnell Nurse is going to take a tripping penalty here as Turcotte went down, and the LA Kings are getting their second power play of the game. See, that's the thing. They'll call a tripping penalty, which it was a tripping penalty. But 3 cross checks to the back of a defenseless player isn't called. This is where I get frustrated, but we'll see if the Oilers can find a way to kill one here. I mean, Turcotte went down pretty easily, but you don't put your stick in the feet. And actually that angle, that stick was in the foot. That's a tripping penalty. All right, the Kings with the power play. They've had a great power play all series long. They are 0 for 1 in this game. So the Oilers penalty kill has to find a way. Once again, just find a way to kill this thing off and continue to build momentum. Nugent-Hopkins will take the defensive zone draw. The Kings go with their 5-forward formation. Puck comes to Kempe. He walks in, plays it back to Kopitar at the point. Kopitar towards the net, and they score. It deflects in by Kuzmenko, and it's 1-0 Kings. Brutal. The Kings with the 1-0 lead, and this is what I was worried about. The Oilers have had all of the zone time, pressure, chances. The Kings get a power play, and they make Edmonton pay. Kempe played it back to Kopitar. It came in front, and looks like Kuzmenko, perfect tip. Looked like Pickard read it, but I do think Kuzmenko, he got a piece of it. Oh, yeah. Kuzmenko got a piece of that one. Yeah, Kulak's got to do a better job of being hard and pressuring the man there in the high slot. Top of the crease, he's got to be shoving him out of the way. So it's 1-0 for the Kings. And now the Kings can play their system. The Kings with the lead. The Oilers, once again, cannot get a lead. And now LA, they are going to play their system. But do the Kings, do they go into a shell or do they push the pace? Here come the Kings. Across the ice, McDavid, he'll pick up the puck to Wallman. Up the half wall, here's Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl, he'll give it to Corey Perry. Stick handles through the neutral zone in the Kings zone. Right circle, behind the Kings net. Corey Perry on his forehand. Drops it for Draisaitl. Stolen by the Kings. Draisaitl knocks down his man, which was Doughty. Puck comes to the point. Put in deep. Draisaitl stripped up, and the Oilers are going to get a power play. Drew Doughty is being called for tripping, and he's mad about it, but that is absolute. If you're calling a trip on Darnell Nurse, you have to call that one. And Kings fans are not happy, but the Kings, they had a power play from a trip. Drew Doughty, he tripped up Leon Draisaitl, so Edmonton has a chance to tie this game up now on their own power play. Doughty was knocked down by Draisaitl. He stands up. Doughty stands up with him. And, well, I don't know. Was that a trip? That angle looked like Draisaitl just fell. Maybe? I mean, Drew Doughty might have an argument here. But the Oilers, they have the power play. They have 2 minutes to tie this thing up. 15:51 to play in the second period. McDavid's going to take the offensive zone faceoff. Oilers had 2 shots on their first power play, did not convert. Puck behind the Kings' net. It's going to be sent all the way down the ice by Mikey Anderson. Puck comes to Pickard. He'll leave it for Bouchard. Bouchard up the right wing. Draisaitl spins it back. McDavid with speed through the neutral zone. Here's Connor McDavid. Stops up. Plays it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the middle. Tried to find Perry, and he was checked off the puck. Here's Evan Bouchard. 1:30 left in the power play for Edmonton. Connor McDavid skates it up the middle. He'll give it to Nugent Hopkins. He's pressured. Nugent Hopkins down low to McDavid. McDavid trying to find Draisaitl. Puck doesn't get out. Off of Corey Perry's skate. Draisaitl to Bouchard to Draisaitl. Draisaitl tried to put it towards the net. That's blocked in front by Byfield. Bouchard keeps it in. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Down low to Corey Perry. Perry gives it to Nugent Hopkins. At the left point. He'll play it to Bouchard in the middle. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Here's McDavid, a Kings player. Oh, Corey Perry had an open net. Across to Draisaitl. Here's Bouchard with a shot. It's bouncing around. They can't put it in. And the Kings will clear the zone. Oh, my God. How did that stay out? Here's Bouchard for the Oilers. He'll skate it up. He'll drop it back. Here's Connor McDavid now. The Oilers had an open net. They just couldn't put it in. McDavid to Draisaitl. Draisaitl walks it in to Connor McDavid. Back to Bouchard. Oh, my God. It's in Bouchard's feet. He lost it. Here come the Kings. Nice job by the Oilers to not give it away. That could have been a disaster for Edmonton. Bouchard, he'll move it up. Looks like the Oilers are going to make a change here. Here's Bouchard. He'll play it up the right wing. Here comes Hyman. Hyman. He'll play it back to Evander Kane. Here's Jake Wallman. Wallman towards the net. It's in front, in the crease. They're battling for it. It's bouncing all over the place. It's still in the crease. Where is it? Oh, my goodness. Kept into the zone by the Oilers. Here's Kane with a shot. Scores! Absolute chaos. And Evander Kane ties the game at 1. Oh, my God. That was absolute chaos in front of the net. Puck was bouncing everywhere. Kemper doing his best to hang on, and Evander Kane, as the power play expired, puts that over the glove of Kemper. The Oilers have tied this game up. Hyman with 3 opportunities. Kemper shoots it off of his shoulder. Kempe tries to clear. Puck comes to the neutral zone. Half wall. Nice job by Klingberg to keep that puck alive. And then Evander Kane, he shoots and it goes off the leg of, who did that hit the leg of? Gavrikov. It went off the knee of Gavrikov, it looked like. Let's go. 1-1 game. Nice job. Good pressure by the Oilers. Nice job by John Klingberg to keep that puck alive. I mentioned him in the pregame report, keeping plays alive. It's been incredibly important for Edmonton to sustain zone time, and that was huge. Here's Janmark now. He'll skate in past Mikey Anderson. He's hit off the puck. Podkolzin with support, but the Kings will get this puck out. Oh, and here comes Laferriere with a shot that goes wide. Puck comes to the left half wall. Andrei Kopitar to the blue line. Oh, man, a shot towards Pickard. Deflects just wide. Here's Kopitar. Walks out in front, into the middle of the ice. And that's poked down the ice by Edmonton. 12:58 to play here in the second period. The LA Kings get it in deep. Nurse chases after it. He leaves it for Kulak. Here come the Oilers now. Trent Frederick up the middle. He'll find Connor Brown. Connor Brown towards Kemper, off of his blocker, gives it to Frederick. Oh, and Connor Brown with a one-timer, that's blocked in front. Here come the Kings now. This game is suddenly ratcheted up in terms of pressure and speed. What an exciting game. Puck up the ice, not icing. Connor Brown chases after it, tries to win the battle. He gives it to Draisaitl, back to the point. Here's Klingberg across to Wallman. Wallman to Draisaitl, battles in front of the Kings net. Draisaitl spins. He's trying to make a play. He's taken down. Puck doesn't come out. Klingberg keeps it in. Gives it to Trent Frederick. Back to Klingberg. Klingberg across to Wallman. Wallman tries to put it towards the net. Nobody home. Now he's being pressured by Turcotte. Nice job by Klingberg. He once again keeps that puck in. But the puck goes high and out of play, and we are going to have a intermission here. Or not an intermission, a commercial break. Are we breathing? I feel like my heart rate is just like going nuts right now. This has been crazy. Off Gavrikov, the scriptwriter's going crazy. Yeah, this has been wild, man. What a game this has been. And it looks like the Hurricanes won in double overtime. They win the series. They come back from 3-0 down in the first period against New Jersey, and Carolina outshot New Jersey 53-35. GG's Devils, that's a tough one for them. Carolina moves on in 5 games. I predicted 6 games, but 5 games, I guess, kind of makes sense. So congrats to the Carolina Hurricanes. They are officially the first team to move on to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. I also picked Edmonton in 6 as well, but this series probably goes 7, right? This is all the makings of a 7-game series. Well, we don't know if the Caps are going to get by yet. I think Montreal has at least one more win in them. I think they can do it. Why are we down on the deserve to win meter? Are the Oilers down? No way the Oilers are down on the deserve to win meter. That's impossible. Impossible. The Oilers have had like all the looks. Yeah, the Oilers have had, I mean, like, the expected goals in all situations right now, 3.39 to 0.67. No, it's all good, Shadow. All good, all good. Are the Oilers better this game? This has been Edmonton's best effort of the first round so far. This is absolutely their best effort. They have played great. Look at the moss pit going crazy. Look at Mama Stanley in the moss pit. We love Mama Stanley. I should have tried to meet her and say hi at the game on Sunday. So Darcy Kemper, goals against in this series. They do beat him up high. All right, offensive zone draw for Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins is going to take it. Shots are 27. Shots are 27 to 8 in favor of Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins trying to cycle it down low. Kane moves it forward. Zach Hyman chases after it. Throws a forearm shiver. Doughty, though, will move it up the ice. That gets past Laferriere. And Kulak, he'll play it up the middle. Evander Kane can't make a play. Here come the Kings now. Quinton Byfield with speed. Walks in the middle. He'll play it to Laferriere. Spins away from Emerson. Down low, Evander Kane will go up against Fiala. Fiala spins off of Kane's check. LA continues to put a pressure on the Oilers here. Byfield almost gets the center in front. Here's Evander Kane. Can't get it past Doughty. Down low to Fiala. Fiala getting a cycle here. Nice job by Kane. He steals that, and he just puts it up the left boards. Gets it in the neutral zone. Edmonton can't get a change, though. Here come the Kings. Stolen by Nugent Hopkins. Looking for Evander Kane. He'll just flip it deep into the Kings zone, and that's going to be chased by Connor Brown. Puck goes off of Deneau in front of his goaltender. But Philip Deneau, who played up the right boards to Fogle. Fogle plays it back to Anderson across to Doughty. Doughty dumps it into the Oilers zone. Darnell Nurse is going to... Oh, he missed it on his backhand. Fogle towards the Oilers net. That goes high and out of play. Oh, I bet she's just the nicest person. That's the vibe that I get from her. Oh, no. Yeah, Kings are starting to press. Kings are getting some shifts here. They're starting to get their attacking rhythm. Edmonton's got to find a way to get the lead before the third period. And they're showing Will Ferrell on the broadcast. Big Kings fan. Will Ferrell goes to most Kings games, especially in the playoffs. Big hockey fan, Will Ferrell. Highly influential comedy actor in for people my age. The LA Kings win the faceoff. Here's Warren Fogle. Tries to get a pass. Oh, McDavid in the middle. Nice play by Perry, though. Gets it to Draisaitl quickly. Here's Perry and Draisaitl. 2-on-1. Perry walks in. Perry, backhand. That's stopped by Kemper. Comes back to Perry. Oh, and the net is nudged off. Oh, man. What a look for Corey Perry. That puck came to the high slot. Bouchard likely had an open net, but that net came off of its moorings. And what a save by Kemper on Corey Perry. Jeez Louise. Perry did not pass to Draisaitl on the 2-on-1. Great toe drag. Look at Perry. Toe drags, brings it in front. Nice backhand, and what a save by Kemper, man. Holy smokes. And then McDavid goes into Kemper, and Kemper's not happy about it. And he's letting Kemper know, hey, I didn't mean that. Listen, Darcy, I didn't mean it. Jeez, look at McDavid. He's like, hey, man, I didn't mean nothing. Nothing happened. Don't worry about me. Off the face-off, the Kings win it. It'll come up to Moore. Goes past him. Pickard will play that to Corey Perry. He leaves it for Nurse. Nurse to Bouchard. Bouchard misplays it. Kings, though, can't get it by Bouch. Nice shot by Bouch. He recovers. Can't get it up to McDavid. And here's Gavrikov now. Gavrikov in the middle of the ice. Corey Perry cuts it off. Gives it to Bouchard. Bouchard walks through the neutral zone, into the Kings zone to McDavid. What a pass. Here's McDavid with a shot, and that's stopped by Darcy Kemper as the Oilers continue to apply a ton of pressure right now on the Kings goaltender, and they cannot find, they have beaten him once, but geez Louise, the Oilers are playing a terrific game of hockey, and they can't put more than one past Kemper right now. It is a 1-1 game, 9:52 to play as we head to another commercial break. Shots are 29-9 in favor of Edmonton. Can someone please pray for my cough to go away? And Austin, our power is now on. Let's go, Adam. All right, perfect. We got the power back. Hopefully your cough goes away. Get some Halls in there, some Buckleys. It tastes awful, but it works. Starting to have a bad opinion on Fogle. Oh, no. What's wrong with Fogle? Free Skinner. Yeah, this is obviously... You know what's crazy? This is Edmonton's best game of the playoffs, but at the same time, this is also Darcy Kemper's best game of the playoffs for the Kings. But Edmonton just has to keep pushing, right? Keep playing the way they are. I like Edmonton's game a lot. He won't, Russian Egg. No way. Absolutely no way. That won't happen. Yeah, I don't know, Colby. I don't understand. At least Frederick has looked better. He hasn't looked great, but he has looked better. But that's not really saying much, Pickard's been good. He has been good. Hey, cheers, Aviles? Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce your name there. Y'all stop hurting Erica. Erica, you're going to be okay. I agree, Ghost. That's kind of what I feel, too. I hope so, Ruffy. If you could choose, would you bring back Holloway, McLeod, Broberg, or Fogle? I'd bring back Holloway for sure. Holloway is the one that got away. That's the guy that we should have never let leave. Oh, I like that, Russian Egg. I like that. All right. Offensive zone draw for Edmonton. The Oilers lose it. Here's Kuzmenko. Up the middle of the ice. Oh, and here comes Kempe. Walks in. What a save by Pickard, and it sneaks just through his pads. Kemper had a breakaway, and Calvin Pickard stopped him. Puck comes to Drew Doughty now. He plays it across the ice. Nice job by Hyman. Gets a stick in the lane to prevent the one-timer. Oilers battling for the puck. Here's Klingberg. Oh, Klingberg almost gave it away. Klingberg falls down, plays it up to Evander Kane. Nice job by Klingberg. He didn't panic. Puck comes to Mikey Anderson. He's hit by Zach Hyman. What a save by Pickard. That could have been a difference maker. Oh, and Evander Kane threw a hit. Might have been knee on knee. The crowd wanted a call. They're not getting one. It's also possible that someone was trying to sell it on the Kings. I don't know who he hit, though. Play is reversed back to Nugent Hopkins in his own zone. Oilers are going to need a change here soon. Here's Nugent Hopkins. High flip deep into the Kings zone, far left corner. Here's Spence. Up to Turcotte. Turcotte up the right boards. Chases Brett Kulak back. Kulak to Ty Emberson. Kulak's knocked down hard. Puck comes into the middle for Corey Perry. He can't play it up the ice. Kings with it. Here's Turcotte with a shot. That misses. Comes to Spence now. Spence keeps the cycle going. Corey Perry off of his stick. Connor McDavid trying to come up with it. High flip to the neutral zone. Doesn't get deep. And that's a high stick on the Kings. Okay, it was Kempe. That's what I thought. I need to see this hit. But nice job by Calvin Pickard. He makes the save. It squeaks through his legs on the breakaway by Kempe. But man, what a save. And a nice job by Klingberg to be there to help his goalie out and clear that from the crease area. Good save by Pickard. He didn't get all of it. And then Evander Kane threw a hit on Kempe. And oh, man. If there was leg contact, there should have been a penalty, but I couldn't tell from that angle. Here's Darnell Nurse up the middle of the ice. Oh, and here's Bud Colson. Potential breakaway. And Kemper comes out of his net. Shoots it down the ice. That's going to be icing, but it does prevent Bud Colson from getting the breakaway opportunity. Offensive zone draw. 8:15 to play in the second period. Yeah, Twisted T ads are nuts. Shots are 30-10 in favor of the Edmonton Oilers. Jeez Louise, there's still 8:15 left in the second period. Offensive zone draw, here's Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl loses it. Kings win it. LA, up the ice, gloved forward, into the neutral zone. Here comes Byfield with speed. Byfield walks in, looks for a lane, shoots, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Yeah, McCarr's been quiet so far in the playoffs. Absolutely. Not sure what's going on with Colorado. I'm surprised that they can't score as much against the Stars. I thought with Dallas's defense, Colorado would feast on them, but that hasn't really happened. All right, McDavid and Draisaitl out there. Philip Deneau for the Kings will take the faceoff against Leon. Or McDavid, sorry. McDavid has Deneau kicked out of the draw. Warren Foegele will take it now against his former team. Connor McDavid at center. McDavid wins it. Gets the puck to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard, he'll find Draisaitl. Tries to play it into the middle. Nice job by the Kings to break up the pass. Here's Draisaitl now. Walks in. He's checked. Play across to McDavid. Walks in the middle. McDavid into the slot. Left side. McDavid. Kemper's out of the net. Puck's knocked off of his stick. Kemper was sliding all over the place. Oh, and a puck tried to get back to McDavid. It was bouncing, and the LA Kings will attack on transition. Here comes LA. Here's more to Foegele. Foegele trying to get it into the middle, but Draisaitl cuts that off, gives it to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard to Connor McDavid. Oilers into the middle of the ice. Bouchard forechecks. He plays the puck hard around the boards. And here's Hyman now. Here's McDavid. Center's in front. Oh, and Draisaitl, he just missed the net, and he's knocked down. McDavid to Hyman. Comes to Klingberg at the point. Down low to Draisaitl behind the Kings' net. He's trying to make a play. The crowd wants a call. They're not going to get one. And the LA Kings are going to send that down the ice, and that's going to be icing. Wow. I mean, what a game this is. The Oilers' top line has had looks. The Kings are getting some looks. Man, McDavid went behind the net. Hyman was on top of Gavrikov in the crease. Kemper was way out of the net. Oh, McDavid tried to wrap it around, and Moore, I think, got a stick on it. And then the puck was behind the net, and Draisaitl, he took down Mikey Anderson, but Mikey Anderson just fell. That's not really a penalty. I don't think they're going to call anything the rest of this game unless it's obvious, like a high stick that cuts someone or, like a really egregious interference. Here's Connor Brown off the faceoff. He'll play it to Klingberg. Klingberg behind the Kings net. He's being checked by Foegele. Here's Klingberg. Kings tired from the icing. Here's Klingberg. Tries to center it. Oh, it hits Trent Frederick in the legs. Comes to the neutral zone. Jake Wallman will pick it up. Kings trying to get a change. They won't get everyone. Wallman, he'll give that puck to Connor Brown. Brown walks in the middle. Across. Here's Wallman. Shoots. Oh, and that's blocked off of a leg. Here's Adam Henrique to Klingberg. Down low. Trent Frederick behind the Kings net. Here's Trent Frederick. Looks to center it, plays it back to Klingberg towards the goal. That's deflected high and blocked. Where is it? It's bouncing around. Nobody saw where it was. Kept in by Connor Brown. Adam Henrique will go in against Mikey Anderson. Trent Frederick also trying to come up with it. Few LA Kings players have been on the ice for a while. Connor Brown trying to come up with it. And so is Victor Arvidsson. Kept in by the Oilers. Here's Wallman. He'll play it to Podkolzin. Oilers fresh legs. Trying to center it. Can't come up with it. Oh, and Doughty needs a clear, and the Kings will finally get it up the ice. Here's Kuzmenko. He'll play that to Kempe. Kempe to the point. Down low. Here's Kempe. Brett Kulak steals it, though. And here comes Kulak to Matthias Janmark. Janmark will play that deep into the Kings zone. Podkolzin chases after it. Kemper out of his net. Puck over the stick of the Kings forward. Arvidsson tries to keep it in. He falls down. Here's Podkolzin now. Over to Kulak. He'll give it to Podkolzin. Podkolzin into the right corner in the Kings zone. Edmondson around the boards. He's checked off the puck initially, but Kopitar with support. He'll play it through the middle of the ice. Edmonton, though, good job managing the puck. The Kings can't really get any pressure going, and that's not icing on the Kings. Puck up the left boards. LA trying to bring it in, and they're going to be called for offside now. Holy smokes. What a hockey game this is. This is like high octane. It's fast. The Oilers are looking good. Before I make the Oilers Kings series SFM, I need to finish my own series, The Rebellion of Skeletons, Episode 3. That shouldn't take long at all. I love that Russian egg. The grind, the content grind. My dad smokes a pack and had a day. Disgusting. All right, folks. If you're enjoying the stream, if you need the Oilers to get a goal, hit that like button. Let's send the positive vibes for Edmonton. I like the way they're playing. Who's that super fan for the Oilers who dresses up as the Stanley Cup? That's Mama Stanley, Jayhawk. That is Mama Stanley. Yeah, Kempe's okay. Thank you, Gold. I appreciate that. Cheers for the Oilers. Love that. Get her on your show. Man, I would love that. I don't even know how to reach out to people. I don't have those, like, media connections. I am independent media. I don't have, like, connections. I don't know how to reach out to people. Yeah, Kempe is unbelievable. Very underrated player. The LA Kings have an absolute stud when it comes to Adrian Kempe. Interviews fans on stream or on video. Hey, I'd be happy to start doing stuff like that. That'd be fun. Poor Podkolzin. He's going to get one tonight. I have a good feeling about Pods. Can we please win, man? I hope so, LeBron. Sitting here at my desk in Sydney, Australia, trying to work and listen at the same time. Go Oilers! Did I meet Mama Stanley when I was there? No, Colby. I was saying earlier that I wish I had taken time to try and meet her either before the game or after the game, but I wasn't able to, sadly. All right, back from commercial break. I'm hiding the chat once again. Face off at the Oilers' blue line. Nugent Hopkins with Hyman and Evander Kane. Kane got the equalizer after the Oilers got the after the Kings got the first goal of the game. Kuzmenko on the power play, and then Kane tied it up a couple minutes later, just as an Oilers power play expired. Puck dumped into the Kings zone. No offside. Kemper, he'll play it around, high off the glass, and out of play, and we have another face-off here, another whistle. I don't know, man. Like, if I'm a Leafs fan, you should still feel comfortable because the odds of blowing a 3-0 series lead are so low, but it's not impossible. The Oilers are going to keep the Evander Kane line out. Zach Hyman, he's got to find a way to score for Edmonton. Let's see if he can get his game going here. Offensive zone face-off. Nugent Hopkins is going to take it for Edmonton. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He spins off of a check. Walks in front. Centers it in front. Saved by Pickard or Kemper. And another save. Where's the puck? Where is it? Is that in? Where is it? Quinton Byfield is on top of the puck. And Zach Hyman is also on top of Someone. Oh, my God. What a save by Kemper, man. Was there a hand on the puck in the crease, though? Can you review that? I don't think you can, right? Puck was scrambling. It was under the pad. It was coming towards the line. Oh, yeah, Byfield. He covered the puck. He covered the puck in the crease. That's a penalty shot. That has to be a penalty shot. You cannot do that. Quinton Byfield legitimately puts two hands on top of it. That absolutely is a penalty shot, but can you review it? Can you even call that? If they don't call it a penalty shot during the play, can you call it now? Nugent Hopkins, he centered it. What a save by Kemper on Hyman. Wow. Unbelievable save. And then another save on Kane. And then the puck was sliding and Byfield dove on top of it and put two hands on it. Wow. Darcy Kemper. Jeez. And no penalty shot. You can't review that. That absolutely should have been a penalty shot. Unbelievable. All right, Oilers will take the faceoff. Connor Brown loses it. Here's Drew Doughty, though, for the Kings. Up the left wing. Here is Mikey Anderson. He's being pressured. Trent Frederick chases Drew Doughty. Up the right wing. That's going to be icing on the LA Kings. I mean, aren't the power plays like 2-1 favor in this series for LA, VD? Oh, man, it's going to be brutal if the Leafs blow it. I need a cup of maple coffee. Here's Draisaitl. The Oilers are going to get their top line out. 4:32 to play in the second period. Shots are 31-11 Edmonton. Draisaitl loses it. Drew Doughty, he'll do a high flip to the neutral zone. Puck in the middle. He gets it to Draisaitl. On his backhand, he'll play it to Nurse across to Bouchard. Here's Bouchard. He'll dump it in deep. Oilers will dump and chase. Corey Perry chases it against Doughty. He loses it briefly. Phillip Deneau against McDavid. Here's Phillip Deneau. Pressured. He's stolen off the puck by McDavid. Here comes Draisaitl to Perry. Perry walks in, gives it to Draisaitl. He plays it back to Bouchard. Bouchard down low, finds McDavid. Oilers get the cycle going. Here's Connor McDavid back to Darnell Nurse to Evan Bouchard. Down low, around the boards, Draisaitl can't come up with it. Corey Perry chases it. Puck goes up into the air, not out of play. Puck comes to the Kings. Here's Warren Fogle now. Warren Fogle for the Kings, 2-on-1. He'll send it into the Oilers zone, and the Oilers are going to have to reset. Kings get a change. Here's Evan Bouchard. Fresh legs for both teams. Here's Connor Brown for Edmonton. He'll play it across to Darnell Nurse with speed. Nurse hard around the Kings boards. Edmondson can't get it by Henrique. Henrique plays it back to Connor Brown. And the Oilers trying to get the cycle once again. Connor Brown, he's harassed by Edmondson. Frederick throws a hit on Gavrikov. And here come the Kings 2-on-2. Here's Fiala behind the Oilers goal. He's hit off the puck. Trent Frederick supporting defensively. Up the middle. He loses it to Fiala. Kings keep it in. Fiala trying to get it through. Nice play by Klingberg. Klingberg will play it up the right wing. Good job by Edmonton. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Oilers. Adam Henrique with Trent Frederick. Here's Frederick. Shoots. That's stopped by Darcy Kemper. The Oilers had a glorious opportunity. Wow. And Darcy Kemper made a good save on Trent Frederick. Here's LaFerriere now. He'll dump it in. Darnell Nurse up the left side. Arvidsson dumps it deep into the Kings zone. On the right half wall. Kept in by Janmark. He'll chase after it. Has Arvidsson in front. Here's Janmark. Walks in. It's in the top of the crease. Comes to the blue line. Here's Kulak to Nurse. Back to Kulak with a shot. It's in front. It's still loose. Kemper's holding on. And they score. No, it doesn't count. The puck was loose, but the ref blew the whistle. Wow. The ref blew the whistle. That's not going to count, I don't think. I don't think it went in. It might have hit the post. I think it hit the post. The angle that I saw, it just looked like it was in. I got too excited. That was on me. It didn't go in. Did not go in the net. And here was the 2-on-1 for Henrique and Frederick. Frederick actually missed the net. Kemper didn't make the save on him. Look at Frederick. He puts his head down. Good chance, though. And then Kulak threw a shot on net. That was stopped by Kemper. And then Podkolzin in front off of his skate. Puck was kind of loose. Kemper's trying to cover it. It's shoved out of his... Oh, yeah. And then Brown, that hit the post. It didn't go in, obviously. The whistle was caught. Or the whistle was blown. Oilers off the draw. They lose it. Here's Edmondson for the Kings. Up the left half wall. Oh, and Darnell Nurse, puck bouncing, gives it to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins up the left boards. Oh, and Hyman's tripped up. How is there no call there? That was clearly a trip, but okay, never mind. Here's Gavrikov. Trying to get it through the neutral zone. Edmonton doing a good job clogging it up. Here's Kulak to Evander Kane. Evander Kane up the right wing, enters the Kings zone. Behind the Kings net. Tries to center it. Nobody home for the Oilers. And now here comes Moore. Moore, he's stopped up by the Oilers. Once again, stuffed in the neutral zone. Here comes Evander Kane for Edmonton. He'll play that down low. Zach Hyman chases after it. Zach Hyman on his forehand. Knocked down initially. Trying to center it. He's still down. Evander Kane now trying to put pressure. Puck in front of the Kings net. And here come the Kings. Oilers, they're going to have to get a change here. Deneau dumps it in deep, stopped up by Pickard. Past him, Bouchard across to Wallman. Wallman up the left boards. That's going to be played by McDavid. He'll go in after it against Doughty. Back to Mikey Anderson, to Drew Doughty. Doughty up the middle of the ice. The Kings are offside here at the blue line. Someone on the Kings fell. Jeez Louise, a minute left in the second period. Shots are 33-11 in favor of the Oilers. And Bouchard might have gotten away with a interference or a trip. And Fiala, he was looking around for a call. The Oilers probably got away with one there. I'm going to admit that as an Oilers fan. Draisaitl wins the faceoff. Here's Bouchard. He'll play it to Draisaitl, left wing. Draisaitl deep into the Kings zone. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. Oh, and Perry goes down. I don't know if he just fell or was knocked down. And here's Anderson. Can't get it by McDavid. McDavid to Wallman. Wallman, he'll get it to Draisaitl. Down low to Corey Perry. Behind the Kings net. Here's Perry. He'll leave that for Draisaitl. Draisaitl walks out in front. Gives it to McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard. Has a lane. He shoots and that misses high and wide. Here's Leon Draisaitl. 25 seconds to play. Draisaitl gives it to Bouchard. Bouchard at the blue line. He's pressured now. Drops it to Draisaitl at the point. Draisaitl. Oh, what a play by Bouch. Oh, and it comes out of the zone. Oilers just couldn't hold it. Damn. The Oilers with a ton of pressure, a ton of zone time. The Kings are hanging on. And Corey Perry's having a chat with Doughty and the officials. Not sure what's going on there. I don't know, Jesse. Darcy Kemper is allowing the LA Kings to hang on right now. Yeah, Perry went down. Yeah, I mean, Perry did go down easy. Kemper put his glove in front of him, but... Yo, what's up, Coolistic? Hope you're having a great day. Really hope we grab this win. I hope so. Thank you so much, Coolistic. Face-off won by the Kings. 10 seconds to play. Here's Edmondson. Kings will enter the Oilers zone. Flip towards Pickard. That's stopped. Oh, and Evan Bouchard had to make a play. A shot taken by Kuzmenko that's blocked in front. And the horn goes. And it is tied heading to the third period. 1-1. The shots are 33-12 in favor of the Oilers. This has been an absolute dominating performance from Edmonton. But Darcy Kemper is allowing the LA Kings to hang on and remain in this game. Oh, that was Corey Perry. Careful, Kyle. Careful. All right, we're going to take a look at the advanced analytics, time on ice. We'll take a look at the Edge visualizer, and then I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Obviously, this is the best hockey Edmonton has played in the entire playoffs, and Darcy Kemper has been the difference maker so far. So we are going to go to the deserve to win-o-meter on moneypuck.com. Of course, look at the Oilers' chances. Look how many chances they've had in the slot area, how many high danger looks they've had. This is absolutely insane. Wow. The Oilers have had numerous chances to get the lead, and Darcy Kemper is just hanging on. The LA Kings are hanging on. The expected goals in all situations tonight. Let's take, what does it say? 4.8 to 0.98 in favor of the Oilers. This is absolutely unbelievable. Of course, there's always flaws with this kind of stuff, but it is very obvious that Edmonton has completely dominated this game from beginning to end. Their 5-on-5 play has been great. The LA Kings are getting very little chances on net, and this is wild, man. This is wild. Shot attempts 5-on-5. It is almost 52-25-ish in favor of the Oilers. And geez Louise, if you look at the Oilers, not one player is below 50% in the expected goals percentage. And if we take a look at Corsi for percentage, only a couple Oilers are 50%. That's the lowest they are. 50% is the lowest this team has been. Klingberg has been unbelievable, by the way. Unbelievable, John Klingberg. I think he's having a terrific game for Edmonton. The Henrique, Brown, Frederick, they're all almost 100% expected goals for. The lowest expected goals for on Edmonton is Evan Bouchard, 55.46%. If you take a look at the Kings, you have Turcotte, you have Malott, you have Spence. These guys are guys that don't get a lot of ice time, and they're not making the most of the ice time that they are getting in that game. Now, when we take a look at who is leading the Oilers in ice time, Leon Draisaitl, 15:59, Evan Bouchard, 15:45, Connor McDavid, 15:27. And if we take a look at the least amount of ice time, poor Matthias Janmark took a penalty earlier. Not a good penalty. The Oilers did not give up anything, but not a great play. Calvin Pickard has given up one goal on 0.98 expected, so he's still technically a negative goal save above expected, which is very sad because his actual save percentage is sitting at 917, so that's actually like hysterical to me. And if you take a look at the LA Kings, time on ice, Mikey Anderson, Drew Doughty, Vladislav Gavrikov, Joel Edmondson, they are still leading the time on ice for the Kings. There are four defensemen that they play the most. They play more than anybody, but none of them are at that 20-minute mark, and that's a good sign. Hiller has been doing a good job at making sure his guys are more fresh than usual. Malott has played more. Helenius has played more. Turcotte, Spence, Clark, they are actually getting ice time tonight, and I think that is helping the Kings. Yes, they're not making a big difference when it comes to driving play, but this is making a difference for the LA Kings being able to stay fresh enough to prevent Edmonton from really getting on top of them. So, and Darcy Kemper, of course, 3.8 goals saved above expected. He is having a terrific game. He's sitting at a 97% save percentage. And obviously, as long as Edmonton does their thing, if they play like they have been the whole game through the third period, I like Edmonton's chances. But the Kings are still in this because of goaltending. This is where goaltending is very, very important in not only the playoffs, but any hockey game. Goaltending can make or break your team. Right now, it's giving the Kings a chance. And that's all they need. That is all they need. And if we take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, you have Carolina. They are the first team to move on to the second round. 5-4 double overtime victory against the New Jersey Devils. Sebastian Aho with a power play goal in double overtime. That's crazy. The Ottawa Senators, they beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-0. I thought the Leafs played a pretty good game. The Senators got a terrific performance from Linus Ullmark. And in the Minnesota-Vegas game, tied 2-2. The series is tied 2-2. Does Minnesota find a way to take a series lead? They did lose in overtime in Game 4. They could have had a 3-1 series lead. I don't know, man. Minnesota, could they come up with the upset against Vegas? And the winner of the Oilers and Kings series will play the winner of the Vegas and Minnesota series. We go to the game center. We'll take a look at the edge visualizer. We'll take a look at Kuzmenko's goal first. It was on the power play, very, very early on the power play. Darnell Nurse took a bad penalty. Play came to Kopitar at the point. Kopitar towards the net. Now, there's good traffic in front, but Brett Kulak, he needs to do a better job of boxing Kuzmenko out. Kuzmenko had too much time to get his stick in the lane to try and get a tip on that, and that went by Calvin Pickard. There is literally nothing Calvin Pickard could do. Literally absolutely nothing. If anybody blames Calvin Pickard for that goal against, they just aren't paying attention. That was a perfect tip by Kuzmenko. Great goal. But the Oilers, they get it back just a couple minutes later as the power play expires. Look at the traffic in front. The Kings have completely collapsed. Doughty comes out of the box. Klingberg keeps the puck in, and then Evander Kane, he just rifles it past the glove of Darcy Kemper. That ties the game at 1. Kane, second goal of the playoffs. Klingberg, second assist of the playoffs. And the penalties in the game, it's 2-2. Kuzmenko tripping, Janmark roughing, Nurse tripping, Doughty tripping. Now, say what you want about the officiating. Say what you want, whether it favors one team or the other. At the end of the day, the game is being barely officiated tonight. Both teams have had 2 power plays. I imagine no power plays in the third period unless there is something absolutely egregious. The shots are 33-12. Face-off percentage, the Kings have the edge. I think if the Oilers could take advantage of face-offs just a little bit more, especially with how many offensive zone face-offs they've had, they would be in a better position to win this hockey game. They have to find a way to win a little bit more. Block shots, the Kings are leading. Of course, giveaways, the Kings have more giveaways, but they also have more takeaways. So we'll leave it at that before I take my next 5-minute break. Of course, enjoy Chair. I know you all enjoy Chair more than me, but surprised Kane never got a 5 for that knee. Yeah, that was, he probably got away with one. I'm surprised the officials didn't call it just because of Evander Kane's, history in the NHL. So where's the second chair? It's somewhere back there behind the table. Any goalie turns into hashing mode. It's wild because the goaltending in this series has been rough for both teams. And then all of a sudden we got a super low scoring game. Both goalies have played well. I don't Calvin Pickard hasn't been tested, but he did have that breakaway save on Kempe. That was huge. Darcy Kemper, though, he is absolutely the difference maker right now for the Kings. So before I take my 5-minute break, just smash the like button on this live stream. It goes a long way in pushing the algorithm to push my content. If you want to, of course, see more, if you're not subscribed yet, daily content here on the channel. And let's see how things go. Enjoy Chair. I know you all love Chair way more than me. I'll see you in about 5 minutes, everyone. Going to take a quick break just to rest my voice as we get ready for what I would assume to be a terrific third period of hockey. Let's get it done. Let's get this thing done. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Also, Chair, good luck, buddy. They all love you. The floor is yours, Chair. All right, how are we doing? How did Chair do? Did Chair do well? I imagine Chair did a very good job. Always does better than me. And I know you all like Chair more than me. All right. Oh, mistaken Mexican $20 super chat. Chair is the captain now. Thank you for the super chat. And Jep donated $5. All Jep said was Chair. Thank you so much for the super chats. That's amazing. Donos are going to the Chair 2 fund. Oh my god. That's hilarious. You guys are so funny. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Am I hacking darts? Absolutely not. I do not smoke. I don't smoke anything. The worst thing that I do is I have some beer every now and then. That is the extent of substances that I use. Is there a way to get the time left in the intermission and periods on the screen? Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do it yet. I'm working on it right now. Like, I'm still in the middle of, like, trying to figure out a way where I can do it. Austin hacks farts. These refs are smoking. Bro, the officiating all playoffs for every team has been awful. Why is Kemper perfect? Please tell me why. He's just having one of those games. He's feeling it. Nice, Erica. Nice. How was it? Anything unhinged? All right, so there's 2:19 left in the intermission. Which one of these summer deals would you take? Number 1, Mitch Marner, 14 million AAV, or number 2, Sam Bennett and Dan Vladar, both for a combined 14 million AAV. Marner. Well, let's hope we can get to Kemper in the third period here. They'll say 3-1 Oilers in regulation. I hope you're right, Vehicle. I hope you're right. At least tonight has been fairly consistent. That's the best I could ask for from the refs. I agree. If it's consistent, whether it's consistently good or consistently bad, consistency is all I care about. Do you think the Kings are saving their best for this period, or are they still gassed from previous games? Honestly, I think there's a combination of Edmonton just making adjustments and understanding what they need to do against the Kings. And there's a little bit of fatigue factor, but the Kings have managed their players better in this game. I think the third period, whoever gets the lead first, whether it's Edmonton or LA, that's going to be the difference maker. I legitimately think next goal wins in this game. That's my prediction. Next goal wins. I agree, Coolistic. I agree 100%. Oilers always down before the third period. Yeah, I think it's the fact Edmonton is tied right now. That I think I consider that a positive for Edmonton. Hey, cheers, Kendra. Let's get it, Bouchard for the Oilers. I hope so. I hope so, Daniel. Kings fan here. Oilers got it. Kings are being. Oh well, I wouldn't say that, Cat Daddy. I wouldn't say that. All right, we're coming back from commercial. The third period is about to start. That's how I feel hybrid. Like, I don't feel like there's no sense of dread heading to the third right now, which is very strange for me. I hope so. Yeah, we need some boosh bombs. No, you're not going to fail it, Erica. Good luck. Good luck. All right, I'm hiding chat since the third period is about to start. Well, I'm about a minute behind here, apparently. I'm going to try and refresh and see if I can get that time a little bit closer to the start time. Nope. Guess not. Feel a Wallman bomb. Hey, Wallman's due. Wallman's due. Hey, from Mississauga. Love that, Matthew. Welcome in. Yep, I agree, Breaking Brad. I think it's next goal wins at this point. I think with how this game has been played, I think it's next goal wins. Man, Hyman had a glorious opportunity. The Oilers have done a good job at getting that puck to the top of the crease and slot area, so hopefully they can keep working it. All right, third period about to begin. Shots are 33-12 in favor of Edmonton. Oilers starting with the Trent Frederic, Adam Henrique, Connor Brown line. Puck one back into the Oilers zone. Here's Darnell Nurse around to the right half wall. Brown plays it back to Nurse. Nurse being checked by Kuzmenko. He reverses to his partner, Kulak. Kings getting in with the aggressive forecheck. They have to be aggressive this period to get the jump on Edmonton here. Here's Nurse. He fakes against Kempe. Spins off of a check from Kopitar. Up the right boards. Brown over his stick. Puck comes to the neutral zone. Here's Fogle now. Nice job by Edmonton. Good back check. Connor Brown with it. Oilers might have some numbers. Here's Connor Brown. He'll walk into the Kings zone. He'll give that puck to Trent Frederic behind the Kings net. Frederic protects momentarily. He's held off the puck by Moore. And puck behind the Kings net. Connor Brown trying to come up with it. Nice job by Brown to fight for it. Klingberg trying to keep the play alive. He does. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Spins away from a check. He's still with it. He centers to the front. Gives it to Wallman. Back to the point. Nobody home. And Klingberg, he's going to be chased back by Moore. Moore up the middle of the ice. Kings walk it in. Here's Fogle. Forehand. Tries to get a shot off. Can't get it. Comes to Moore with a shot. And that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Great job by Calvin Pickard making the saves that he's supposed to make. That's what we ask for as fans. I mean, it went right into the middle of his crest by Moore, but still gotta be positional. 18:43 to play. Defensive zone faceoff. $18:43 here. Shots 33-13. Defensive zone draw for Edmonton. Gotta win this faceoff and get the puck back up the ice. Here's McDavid out there with Perry and Draisaitl. McDavid wins it. Evan Bouchard. He'll reverse it to Brett Kulak. Kulak up the left side, through the middle of the ice, on to Darcy Kemper, forced to make a save there. McDavid takes it, trying to play it down low, but the Kings steal it. Here comes Fiala now. Up the right side to Laferriere. Laferriere behind the Oilers net. Bouchard against Fiala. Tries to come up with it. McDavid supports, and Brett Kulak will grab it behind his net. Kulak up the left boards. That's cut off by Doughty. Comes back to Mikey Anderson. Given to Laferriere, and the Kings dump it in deep. Puck comes to Corey Perry. He'll play it to Bouchard. Bouchard through the neutral zone. Deflected in by McDavid. Evander Kane will chase after it now. The Kings. Here's Malott. Malott gets it up the middle. Darnell Nurse through the neutral zone. Tries to hit Kane off of his skate back to Nurse. And he'll give it to Klingberg. Here's Klingberg to Nurse. Nurse, right side, finds Nugent Hopkins. He's checked off the puck. And LA, they're going to get up the ice here. Potentially a bit of a break. Zach Hyman does a good job positionally to get in front of that puck and prevent the Kings from getting a chance. He'll play it back to Darnell Nurse. Kings, they'll make a change. They get Kempe onto the ice. Here's Darnell Nurse hearing the Boo Birds from the crowd. 17:25 to play. Darnell Nurse skates it up the middle slowly. He's going to dump it in deep. And it goes all the way around the boards. Gavrikov up the left wing. Finds Kuzmenko. Tries to drop it to Kopitar. Off of Wallman's leg. Wallman along the boards. Gets it to Kane all over his stick. Shot towards the front of the net. It's loose. And they can't come up with it. And here comes Bouchard. Good chance for the Kings. Here's Bouchard. He plays it to Kane. Finds Janmark in front. Oh, and it comes into the front of the crease. The Oilers can't get a shot. Here's Arvidsson. Towards the net. That goes way wide into the left corner. Kuzmenko will pick it up for the Kings. Janmark on the back check. He won't get there. Oilers trying to get fresh legs out. Nice shot by Budkolzin. Here comes Vasily Budkolzin. Dumps it hard around. Going to be chased after by Janmark. Spins off of a check. Can't come up with it. Nice shot by Byfield now. Kings with the rush. Here comes the Kings 3-on-2. Here's a pass to Laferriere with a shot. That's blocked in front. Doesn't make it to the net. Puck comes to Arvidsson. He falls down for the 614th time in this series. Oh, that's not a penalty. Darnell Nurse got his stick in the legs, but the King went down pretty easily. Puck comes to Victor Arvidsson. The Oilers will send that down into the King zone. Here's Connor McDavid now, trying to get by. I don't know who that was. By Deneau. Corey Perry can't come up with it. Here's Laferriere for the Kings towards the Oilers net. That misses. John Klingberg can't get it by Fogle. Deneau in on the forecheck against Perry. Perry on his backhand. He's hit hard. Into the middle of the ice. Here's McDavid with Draisaitl. 2-on-2. Connor McDavid walks in the King zone. Spins away from a check. Here's McDavid against Doughty. Down low. Leon Draisaitl will pick it up on his backhand. Here's Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid walking into the Kings zone. Tries to get a shot on net. Doesn't make it. Warren Fogle steals it. Here come the Kings now. 15:30 to play. Fogle flips it. Right corner. Oilers zone. Here's Klingberg. Gives it to Wallman. Back to Klingberg. Klingberg will give it back to Wallman. Here's Jake Wallman. Puck bobbling for a moment. Both teams get a change. Here's Wallman. Up the left side to Trent Frederick. Into the middle for Connor Brown. To Trent Frederick. Oilers enter the King zone. Here's Frederick towards the net. That goes behind and around. It'll come to Bouchard. To Trent Frederick, right circle. Here's Bouchard towards the goal. That deflects wide. It comes into the crease, and Kemper's going to hang on to that one. Oh, boy. This is quite a tight check in third period. Oh, what a play by Bouchard. He saved a goal. There was a shot on Pickard. It came loose. Kopitar would have had a wide open net tap in, and Evan Bouchard made a great play to keep that puck out. $14:59 to play. Nugent Hopkins, he'll take the faceoff for the Oilers in the King zone. Nugent Hopkins loses it, but the Oilers come up with it. Here's Hyman. Brings it in front, centers it. Nugent Hopkins off of his skate in front, and Kemper is going to make another save. Nugent Hopkins had a play in front at the top of the crease. Kings don't like they're having fun. I mean, I'm having fun. This is great hockey, man. Nugent didn't even get a shot off. That just kind of went off of a skate and hit Kemper. All right, another offensive zone draw for the Oilers. Shots are 37-14 in favor of Edmonton. Kings win it. Edmondson up the left boards. Here's Kempe. He'll play it across. Here's Gavrikov for the Kings. Gavrikov, oh man, he fans on a pass, but the puck comes into the middle. Here's Kempe. Oh, and Calvin Pickard comes out of his crease. Oh my goodness, Calvin Pickard, big ballsy play there. That was a risk that he took, and that allows the Oilers to clear the zone. Zach Hyman trying to get by the defender. He's knocked down. No interference call. LA will enter the Oilers zone again. Here's Kempe. Spins away from Nugent Hopkins. Into the middle. Shot misses wide. Comes to Edmondson. Down low behind the Oilers net. Here's Kuzmenko. Trying to bring it in front. Nice job by Nugent Hopkins to check him. Here's Brett Kulak. He cuts Kuzmenko off. Bouchard finds Zach Hyman. Hyman misses the pass, though, and the Kings are going to get transition. Kuzmenko hit by Bouchard. Hyman, he'll play it back to Brett Kulak. Here's Brett Kulak for Edmonton. 13:48 to play. Connor McDavid is going to carry this up the ice with speed through the neutral zone. He's walking in. Connor McDavid to Draisaitl, just past his stick. Draisaitl to McDavid, back to the blue line, but it comes out and gets to John Klingberg in the neutral zone. He'll give it to Nurse, back to Klingberg. Up the right side, Connor McDavid carries it in. Leon Draisaitl supports, throws a puck towards Pickard, and he easily makes the save. Trent Frederick out there for Edmonton. Here come the Kings now. Quinton Byfield trying to move the puck up the ice. Darnell Nurse around the boards. Draisaitl holds it, slows the play down, finds McDavid in the middle, but off of his stick. And the Kings will get the change. Here comes Drew Doughty. He'll skate it with speed. Danault to Moore. Past his stick. Jake Wallman does a good job getting in front of Danault. Jake Wallman up the middle. And it comes to Podkolzin. Here's Arvidsson towards the net. Save, rebound, score! Matthias Janmark has the lead for the Edmonton Oilers. Matthias Janmark, a rebound off of a shot by Victor Arvidsson. And Edmonton has their first lead of the game. Janmark with his second goal of this series. Janmark coming in clutch. What a goal from Matthias Janmark. Nice job, but Colson gives it to Arvidsson off of Kemper's blocker, and Matthias Janmark, he gets the rebound and puts it into the open net. No chance for Darcy Kemper as the Oilers take a 2-1 lead in the third period. What a play, what a goal. And I knew this line was going to do something. I said Bud Colson was going to score. That is depth that Edmonton needed. Clutch depth. Arvidsson, Podkolzin, Janmark all get a point on that goal. Great job by Matthias Janmark. 2 goals that he has shot past the goaltender in this first round. Here come the Kings now. They're going to be looking to tie it up. Edmonton's got to be ready for the attack. Here's Zach Hyman. 1-on-1 against Edmondson. Hyman on his backhand. Brings it in front. Just misses Evander Kane for the pass. Puck comes to the blue line. Kept in initially by Kulak, but the Kings will bring it out. Play up the right wing. Kings at the Oilers' blue line. Can't get pressure, but Kopitar keeps it in. Here's a play to Clark. He'll give it to Laferriere. Saved by Pickard. Rebound. It's still loose in front. Laferriere picks it up on his forehand. Nugent Hopkins falls down. Nice job by Kane. He gets a stick in the lane. And here come the Oilers. They will get this out of the zone momentarily. And penalty on Edmonton, it looks like. I don't know what the penalty is, but they are calling a penalty on the Oilers. Empty net for the Kings as they have a 6-on-5 until Edmonton touches the puck. Here's Byfield with tons of speed. Streaks in. He's knocked down, and the refs have called a penalty here. They're calling a hooking call. So penalty kill for the Oilers. We have a commercial break. The Oilers with the lead off of Matthias Janmark's goal. Calvin Pickard, good save in front. But they have called a hooking penalty against Edmonton. Didn't see it. Did not see it. I don't know if they've showed a replay of it. I'll have to get a replay. I did not see where the hooking call came from. I'm going to believe the fans here. Probably, I mean, it could have been a weak call, but until I see it, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on this. The Oilers have to find a way to kill this thing. As soon as we get the lead, the ref, quick, find a call. No, listen, the officiating in every single series has been abysmal. I refuse to say that the refs are having any influence here. I believe in the Oilers penalty kill. I believe in this penalty kill unit to get the job done. Perhaps I have to buy a Janmark jersey. Could you imagine, Robin? No, Erica, you got to get back with Janmark, bro. You got to get back with him. My heart rate went to 151. I am not surprised. Listen, my heart rate hit 170, I think 174 beats per minute in Game 6 against Dallas last year. So 151 is nothing. I don't even feel that in my chest. Honestly, I'm cool with that. If Janmark's money is worth it in the playoffs, I'm happy with that. He is clutch. Tell yourself it's going to be okay. Hey, we're vibing. We're vibing. I agree, Maxie. Rogers Place is going to be a zoo. No matter what happens in this game. You were watching the stream, Coollistic. Yeah, a lot of people were. Heart rates are overrated. It's fun to have, though. It's fun to have. All right. Let's see what the penalty is. We're back from commercial break. They're saying Darnell Nurse got a hooking penalty. Let's take a look. Nurse against LaFerriere. I mean, I guess it's a hook. I guess. I mean, considering what these guys get away with all game, but you know what? Kill the penalty, right? Not worried. Kill the penalty. It was a hook. It's not a great call in the playoffs, but it was a hook. So just find a way to kill it. You got 2 minutes to kill. Nugent Hopkins will take the face off. Sorry, Adam Hendrick takes the face off. He loses it, but Nugent Hopkins off the draw. He'll send it all the way down the ice. Darcy Kemper's going to leave that. The Kings with their 5-forward power play unit. Here's Byfield with speed. He'll skate it up the middle. He'll drop it for Kempe. He then drops it for Fiala. Here's Kopitar in front to Kempe, and he just missed the tip. That would have been a terrific set play. Here's Emberson for Edmonton. Up the right boards. He does get the clear. 1:30 left in the power play for the Kings as they reset back in their own zone. Darcy Kemper leaves it for Adrian Kempe. Kempe through the middle of the ice, drops it to Byfield with speed. Byfield into the Oilers zone. He's cut off the puck, and Wallman sends it all the way down the ice towards Kemper. 1:10 left on the power play. Kings have not gotten set up yet in the Oilers zone. 10:50 to play in the third period. Here comes Drew Doughty now. He's going to drop that to Philip Deneau. Philip Deneau across the ice. Comes to Clark. Clark, he's checked by Wallman. Puck along the half wall. Oilers can't come up with it. Here's Doughty with a shot. Doesn't make it through. Here's Brant Clark for LA. Steps into the left circle. Plays it back to Doughty. Doughty spins away from a check to Clark. Goes past his stick. Evan Bouchard hooked up by Fogle. And the Oilers can't get it out, though. Here's Doughty. Down low. Gives it to Clark. Towards the Oilers net. That's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Oilers, again, can't get the clear. Clark. Oh, and a 2-on-1 for the Oilers. Janmark and Brown. Janmark with Brown. Brown with the puck. Brown shoots. And a save by Darcy Kemper. And Janmark can't come up with the rebound. Oh, Janmark and Brown had a glorious opportunity. Here's more. He'll bring it into the Oilers zone. And that is offside on the Los Angeles Kings. Holy smokes. If Brown and Janmark had connected there, I probably would have exploded. That was crazy. Nice job, though. Janmark and Brown had the 2-on-1. Brown, he gets the shot off, and it was just out of the reach of the Janmark on the rebound. Good shorthanded chance. Honestly, Kemper barely got his shoulder on Brown's shot. That was a good shot by Connor Brown. Good play by Brown. Good job by Janmark. Terrific penalty kill for the Oilers. There's 15 seconds left to kill here for the team. Henrique wins it to Emberson. Emberson all the way down the ice towards Kemper. I haven't actually, Ripper. No, I haven't thought about doing play-by-play like professionally. I like doing it for live streams, though, for the Oilers. Puck comes to Brett Kulak. He's behind his net. He's being checked by Byfield. Oilers make the kill. Clutch kill for the Oilers. Here's Emberson behind his goal, up the right boards. He'll find Spence. Comes to Nugent Hopkins, though. Here's Nugent Hopkins for the Oilers. Spins away from a check. Nugent Hopkins waits for support. Down low, finds Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to the point to Klingberg. Klingberg to Draisaitl. Spins away from a check. Draisaitl leaves it for McDavid. Oilers cycling now. Here's McDavid. Spins on his backhand. Puts it towards the goal. Doesn't make it. McDavid. Oilers buzzing. McDavid. Forehand. Behind the Kings net. McDavid back to Klingberg. Klingberg towards the net. Stopped by Kemper. Rebound. Henrique can't come up with it. Henrique on the forecheck gives it to Draisaitl. Back to McDavid. McDavid's hit off the puck. He's being held up. Draisaitl comes in for support. Kings fans are getting restless here. And the LA Kings, Drew Doughty, he'll come up with it. Connor McDavid chases. Drew Doughty skates in front. Through the neutral zone, here's Kempe for LA with speed. He'll give it to Kuzmenko. Tries to center it in front. Nice job by Klingberg. Bounces around. Evander Kane sends it down the ice. That's going to be icing. And Hyman won't get there. So 8:28 to play. In the third period, shots are 40-16 in favor of the Oilers. They have played a terrific hockey game. They have the lead off of Matthias Janmark's go-ahead goal off a great shot by Arvidsson that created the rebound. And the Oilers, they got their top guns out. They don't have a point in this game. McDavid and Draisaitl don't have a point. But the team has come in clutch. They're getting some depth scoring, and the rest of the team is playing well. Here's Evander Kane off the draw. Oh, man, and he gets by Edmondson and knocks him down. Puck will come to Clark. Clark for the Kings across the ice. He'll give it to Edmondson. Through the left side. Kuzmenko trying to get by Bouchard. He's supported by Wallman around the left boards. Here comes Evander Kane. Evander Kane one-on-one. He shoots. Oh, and that goes high and out of play. Just missed the net there for Evander Kane, as we're going to have a commercial here with about 8 minutes to play in the third period. Holy smokes. What a hockey game, folks. How are we feeling? Oilers fans, how are we feeling? What a game. 270 concurrent viewers. If we have less than 200 likes on this live stream, I am never streaming again. Smash that like button, folks. I actually don't know what the stat is. I'm gonna take a look on the live stream. We need 200 likes on this live stream, and then I'll be happy. Let's take a look. Where are we at? 147. Come on, folks. We can do way better than that. You know what? Let's try and get to about 175. 175 will work. Smash the like button. Let's get those numbers up. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. The Oilers aren't good for my anxiety. We're going to get those empty netters. Let's do it for Ben. Russian egg. I love it. Hey, listen. Fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Wristband. I wear this literally every single day. I have not taken this off in over a year. Absolutely. Hey, Austin, I think the key for the Oilers in the series is for the Oilers to put nonstop pressure and shots on goal along with decent goaltending. And that is what they are doing tonight. I agree 100%. Slane, welcome in. How are you? I'm sorry if I missed your comments earlier, Slane. Love your coverage, Austin. As someone new to hockey, your passion for the game is unrivaled. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that. But I can't do this. Yes, you can. Oilers fans, we can do this. Right? If I can do this, the heart rate monitor, watching these games, providing this content and commentary, if I can do it, you can all do it. I promise you. Antonio, what's up? Where did you get the Ben bracelet? The Ben Stelter Foundation. I'm sitting at 115 beats per minute. There you go, Erica. Mr. Doom says, hey, Austin, don't worry about your heart rate. I've got a heart condition that gets me going to 220. At least keep up the intensity. Oh, no, Mr. Doom. Hopefully you're okay. Hopefully that's like normal for you. Canucks fan from the golf course. What's up, 37C? What do you think of Rick Tocchet being let go? Or I guess not signing, I guess, re-signing. I plead the fifth, Hybrid Hunter. All right, offensive zone draw for the Oilers. Draisaitl off the draw. Oh, it comes to McDavid. Here's Draisaitl. Oh, what a save by Kemper. He keeps this a one-goal game. A no-look backhand pass to Draisaitl on the back door, and Kemper stops Draisaitl. The Kings still might have some life here. They're only down by one. Wallman behind his net. It comes out in front, and Draisaitl, good support. He'll skate it out of trouble. Leon Draisaitl 1-on-3. He'll try and get it by Gavrikov against Edmondson. Draisaitl can't come up with the puck. McDavid comes to Draisaitl. Around the boards, it'll come to Gavrikov. Gavrikov up the left side. Philip Deneau now for the Kings. Dumps it in deep. Klingberg does a good job preventing the dump in, but the Kings come up with it. Oh, man, Klingberg. Another good play by Klingberg. He has been unbelievable in this series for the Edmonton Oilers. Here's Nurse with a shot, and that's stopped by Kemper, and they're going to blow the whistle. Offensive zone draw for the Oilers. I didn't have any hockey packs to open today, Coolistic. I will hopefully have hockey packs to open on Thursday for Game 6. You think so, Richard? Would that be a good fit with Philly? Dude, Klingberg has been phenomenal. Klingberg is absolutely the unsung hero of this game so far, in my opinion. He has played some real solid hockey for Edmonton. Face-off won by Edmonton. Nurse plays it into the right corner boards. Adrian Kempe picks the puck up for the Kings. He'll skate it up the left side into the middle for Byfield. He'll play it across. Might have been offside towards the goal. Pickard plays that into the corner. Klingberg for Edmonton, trying to come up with it against Byfield. Byfield does a good job protecting. Kempe with a shot, deflects just wide in front. LaFerriere had some pressure in front. Connor Brown against Kempe. Connor Brown does a great job against Kempe, but they're going to call Edmonton for offside there. That's interesting. I didn't think it was, but 6:44 to play here in the third. The Oilers holding on to a 1-goal lead against the Kings. Really Coolistic. Probably based on like a lot of variables based on how Edmonton has played this game, the expected goals, that sort of thing. 6:44 to play in the third. Shots are 43-18 in favor of Edmonton. Evander Kane out there with Nugent Hopkins and Zach Hyman. Nugent Hopkins loses the faceoff. Puck comes to Doughty. Doughty, he'll wheel through the middle in the neutral zone. He'll give it to Kuzmenko. Doesn't get it in deep. Cut off by Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins, he'll give that puck across to Brett Kulak. Kulak up the left boards. Nice job by Kane. Through the middle. Here's Nugent Hopkins now. He'll walk in. Gives it to Hyman. Hyman on his backhand. Walks in front. And he can't get a shot on net. He tried. Kane now. Can't come up with the puck. Here comes Kempe with Kopitar, 2-on-2. Nice job by... What a great play by Kulak. Terrific defensive play by Kulak on Anze Kopitar. Prevents the rush chance for the Kings as the Oilers have full possession in their own zone with 6:03 to play. Evan Bouchard will leave that for Leon Draisaitl. Oilers top line looking for some insurance. Draisaitl backhands it in deep. Matthias Janmark, he's getting a shift with the top line. What the hell is this? You love to see it. Puck through the neutral zone, cut off by Wallman. Wallman, he'll try and find Draisaitl, gives it to Janmark. Janmark skates through the neutral zone, puts the puck in deep, down low to Darcy Kemper. He'll give the puck to Joel Edmondson. Edmondson across to his D partner, to Clark. Here's Byfield. LA skating through the middle of the ice, cut off by the Oilers, who are doing a good job of taking away the middle of the ice against the Kings. And oh my goodness, LA. Drew Doughty just shoots that into the crowd. I don't know what the hell that was. And puck was played with a high stick. So we have a commercial. What is it? 5:26 to play here in the third. Unbelievable hockey here. Oh no, we're doing the crazy I was crazy once thing. That's so funny. Oh, we hit over 200 likes. Let's go. Love to see that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all are seriously the best. Also, over 4,000 people at some point have tuned into this live stream. That is crazy. 5:26 to play in the third. I forgot to change it to the third period. There you go. Shots are 43-18 in favor of Edmonton. They have the go-ahead goal in the third period off of a goal by Matthias Janmark. Hi, Austin. Why don't you buy Bouchard's jersey? Because he scored 2 goals on Sunday. I'd like to see a Bouchard jersey, please. Listen, Bouchard, he's the next jersey I'm going to buy, but I need him to sign a long-term deal before I buy it. That's why I didn't buy one of his this year. It's at 11% of them winning. Okay, I got you, Coolistic. Don't do it, Tony. 1-goal lead, don't do it. I'm not allowed to watch the game because it's too late, and I got school, but I want the Oilers to win. Yo, LeBron! If you can't watch the game, how are you on YouTube right now? You gotta sneak it, right? On your phone, under your blankets. Keep the volume low. Next jersey I buy is Connor Brown. I actually saw a decent amount of Connor Brown jerseys at the game on Sunday in Edmonton. I probably saw about 5 or 6, which is about 5 or 6 more than I expected to see. I'm sneaking right now. Goalie fight. How does that happen? Hey, when two goalies want to go. Have you seen the clip of Kaner and Brownie pulling up to the game in a Lambo? I have not seen that. Oh my God. That's amazing. Hey, I appreciate that, Ruffy. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying your stay. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. 5:26 to play. The Oilers have 4 forwards on the ice. Kempe is paired with Drew Doughty on the point. This is interesting. The Kings going with 4 forwards and 1 defenseman with 5:20 to play in the third period. Connor Brown chases after it. Behind the Kings net, Trent Frederick can't come up with the puck. Here's Danault. Philip Danault up the right wing. Here's Warren Foegele into the middle, finds Danault, doesn't get it deep into the zone, and here comes Frederick now. Can't catch up with it. He's checked by Connor Brown. Brown trying to come up with it. Kempe plays it back, and the Kings are going to have to regroup. The Oilers are going to get a partial change here. Here's Foegele, walks into the Oilers zone, towards the net, and that's saved by Calvin Pickard, his 18th save of the game. Oh boy, 43-19 are the shots, 4:48 to play in the third period. Jim Hiller going with 4 forwards, 1 D-man as he's trying to press for the equalizer late in the third period. This is very interesting. Well, now he has 2 defensemen out, but that last shift he had 4 forwards and 1 D-man out. Here's Byfield with a shot. That's blocked in front. Play in front of the ice. Janmark is going to come up with it. He has a chance to skate it out of trouble. He does. Janmark gets it to McDavid. Oh, just missed McDavid. They have McDavid out with Janmark and Draisaitl. McDavid on the back check. He's in against Byfield. Nice shot by Janmark. He gets into the center of the ice, gives it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, high flip towards Kemper, and that's going to force an offensive zone draw. Terrific play by Leon Draisaitl to get the offensive zone draw for Edmonton. That is absolutely key. Prevents the Kings from being able to get their attack going, and hopefully the Oilers can get a face-off win here. 4:22 to play. And my heart rate is pretty high right now. Heart rate's pretty high, but this has been an exciting game. Everyone that's tuning in right now, you have all been amazing. I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone tuning in, whether you're an Oilers fan, Kings fan, or a fan of another team. If you're tuning in from Canada, the United States, or anywhere else around the world, thank you so much. You all mean the world to me. I promise you that. Your support does not go unnoticed. The Oilers have an offensive zone face-off. Nugent Hopkins was kicked out. Evander Kane saying something. Kane's going to walk in against Byfield. Kane against Byfield. Linesman saying something. He's not dropping the puck yet. Not sure what's going on here. Here's Kane, loses the faceoff, comes to Doughty. Doughty, hard right boards. Puck bouncing around. Oh, and here's Hyman. Took a weird bounce. Hyman steals it. Hyman in front. Oh, and Nugent Hopkins is stopped by Darcy Kemper, and Hyman was hauled down. And Doughty's on the ice with Hyman. Not sure what's going on there. It looked like there could have been an infraction there, but let's see what happened. Here's Hyman, and Hyman did hit Hyman in the numbers and knocked him over, but the refs say, you know what? That's a hockey play. 45-18 are the shots. 4:11 to play in the third. Oilers have essentially controlled play for the majority of this game. Offensive zone face-off. They would love to get an equalizer before the Kings pull their goaltender. LA up the middle. Here's Moore. 2-on-2. Moore walking in. Stopped by Pickard. Oh, and man, Kane is knocked into the Oilers' net. And there's a bit of a scrum here. Evander Kane went hard into the Oilers' goaltender. Or the Oilers' net. Hey, no worries, Sebastian. How you doing? Let's see what happened here. So Moore walked in. He tried to get through. Shot, and then, Clark. He really cross-checked Kane headfirst into the net. That is crazy that they didn't call that, man. Like, it's interference, it's cross-checking, whatever you want to call it. The refs don't call that one against the Kings. They're saying we're letting them play, folks. That's an interesting one. Lucky that was into the net and not against the boards or something. I don't know how the ref doesn't call that. That's clearly interference, clearly a cross-check, whatever you want to call there. Brutal. Look at Nurse. He is animated. He is pissed right off. Defensive zone face-off. Draisaitl will take it against Danault. You have McDavid, Draisaitl, and Connor Brown as the Oilers are defending a 1-goal lead with 4:02 to play. Draisaitl against Danault. Draisaitl wins the faceoff, comes to Nurse. Nurse hard around the left boards. It's going to come to McDavid. He throws a hit. Puck in his feet. Didn't realize where it was. Kings walk into the zone. Here's Danault to Fogle. Doesn't get a clean shot on net. Nice job by Nurse. Keeps the puck to the outside. Kings at their blue line. Kempe down low. Here's Moore behind the net for the Kings. He's spinning around against Kulak. Kings with pressure. Kempe towards the net, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Probably would have went over the net, but nice job by Pickard. He just holds on to that one. 3:35 to play. Edmonton hanging on to the 1-goal lead. The Kings, they are pushing here. Can the Oilers hang on, or will the LA Kings find a way to do what the Oilers have done in this series? Tie games late in the third period. And we'll have to keep an eye on Darcy Kemper for LA. When will LA pull him to get the extra attacker? There's an offensive zone draw. You have Fiala, Kopitar, Byfield, Kempe, and Doughty out for the Kings. 5-on-5, offensive zone draw. Oilers win it. Evan Bouchard with a high flip through the neutral zone. All the way down the ice. Hyman chases after it against Doughty. Not icing. Doughty reverses to Kempe. Kempe through the right side. Kings enter the Oilers zone. Here's Fiala. Fiala. He walks in. Shot blocked. The Kings have pulled their goaltender with over 3 minutes to play. Here's Kempe. Gives it to Fiala. Puck off of his stick. Bouchard. He can't come up with the puck. Kopitar all the way around to play it to Doughty. Doughty with a shot. Puck doesn't make it to the Oilers goal. Wallman. Great play to move the puck forward. Doughty on his backhand. Gives it to Kempe. Kempe walks in. Shoots. And that puck goes wide of the Oilers goal. Crunch time for the Oilers, trying to hang on. Here's Kopitar. Back to Doughty. Back to Kopitar, right circle. Andrei Kopitar in front, and that puck is blocked in front, and Evander Kane has a chance to clear. He gets it up the ice. Zach Hyman against Doughty. Can't come up with it. The LA Kings will grab the puck. 2:35 to play. Here come the Kings. Zach Hyman's caught. The Kings have numbers. LA dumps it in deep. Darnell Nurse. He'll hold the puck along the left far boards. McDavid's out there for Edmonton with Draisaitl and Janmark. Oilers can't come up with it. Comes back to Doughty. Doughty along the half wall gives it to Kopitar. Down low to Fiala. Back to Doughty. Doughty to Kopitar. Back down low to Fiala behind the Oilers goal. The Kings cycling. Can't get anything to the net yet. Here's Kopitar towards the Oilers goal. That redirects wide. Wrap around a 10. Stop by Calvin Pickard. Nice save by Pickard. Kings keep the puck in. Brett Kulak. He makes a great defensive play. Puck comes to Kempe at the point. Across to Kopitar, right circle. Puck over Fiala's state. Here's Doughty to Kempe. Here's Kopitar for the Kings across to Kuzmenko. Over his stick. He can't get a shot off. Puck comes around the boards. Here's Kopitar for the Kings. Down low. Comes to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko. He'll play it down low to Fiala. Fiala against Kulak. He's checked off the puck. Kempe to Kopitar. 1:27 to play. Kopitar down low. Oilers trying to come up with it. Nurse can't come up with it. Here's Kempe. Down low. Once again to Fiala. Kings can't get into the middle. Here's Fiala with a shot. Stopped by Pickard. Rebound in front. That deflects wide. Here's Draisaitl. The Oilers get it out of the zone. Their Oilers are going to get one change here. Puck dumped deep into the Oilers zone. 1:04 to play. Nugent Hopkins flips it. Here's Draisaitl. He'll find Connor McDavid to Nugent Hopkins towards the empty net. And he scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins with the empty netter makes it 3-1 Edmonton. And an absolutely insane finish to this game. The amount of pressure that the Kings had, but the Oilers, They were bending, but they weren't breaking. And they are up 3-1 with 57.8 seconds to play. Now, there's still time for the Kings. There's still time. Lots of time to score 2 goals. So the Oilers still have to play good defense. But Edmonton has done a great job keeping LA to the outside. They haven't allowed anything to that inside lane. And the only good look that LA got, Calvin Pickard made a terrific save for Edmonton. Wow. And then Nugent Hopkins, he puts it into the empty net. Draisaitl and McDavid with the assists. And the Oilers are up 3-1. And they are 56 seconds away from taking a 3-2 series lead after being down 2-0. And here's Connor Brown. He'll walk in. Connor Brown, he almost made a beautiful move against Edmonton. Wow. Here come the Kings now. They still have time to get a play here. Here's Clark up the ice, and it deflects off of something and out of play. Shots are 46-20 in favor of the Oilers. What a hockey game. Wow. This has been amazing. I'm having a ton of fun right now. I'm not going to lie. Nice job by McDavid. He fed Nuge for the empty netter, and Nuge did not miss. Right into the middle of the empty net. Look at Nuge. He's pointing. Yeah, nice play. Nice play by Draisaitl in the defensive zone. Under a minute to play. Here's Fogle. Towards the goal. That's stopped by Pickard. Here's Philip Deneau now. Kings with the empty net again. Deneau with the puck. Red line. Down up to Kempe. Across. Clark. Download of LaFerriere. In front. Oh, man. Puck bouncing around. Hyman. He just clears the zone. Puck will come back to Brant Clark for the Kings. And LaFerriere dumps it in deep. Here's Kulak for Edmonton. 6 seconds to play. He'll give it to Nurse. Along the half wall. LA trying to get it towards the net. Nice play by the Oilers. And the Edmonton Oilers, final score, 3-1. They take a 3-2 series lead. They have an opportunity to close this thing out in Edmonton in Game 6 on Thursday. A huge win on the road for the Oilers. They were the best team in this game right from the beginning of puck drop all the way through a full 60 minutes. That may have been Edmonton's best 60-minute effort of the entire playoffs, of maybe the entire season. And they have a 3-2 series lead as this game is now final. Absolutely incredible. They have a 3-2 series lead. Wow. Can you believe it, folks? What a hockey game that was. Tie game heading to the third period. Tie game heading to the third. Matthias Janmark scores the game winner. Who had Matthias Janmark on their bingo card for the game winner? No passengers tonight. Every single line, every single player contributed to this win. Absolutely incredible hockey game. Absolutely incredible. There is zero complaints from me. That is as close to a perfect game that Edmonton has played. And of course, we have to give a huge shout out to Calvin Pickard. Yes, he wasn't tested as much as Darcy Kemper. He didn't have to deal with as many high danger chances, but Calvin Pickard has come into the Oilers' crease. He has won 3 games for this team. 3 games in a row, by the way. He's on a 3-game win streak. The Oilers are on a 3-game win streak, a .955 save percentage. Huge round of applause to Calvin Pickard. We have to give huge credit there. And the heart rate, it's slowly coming down. We'll see how low it ends up getting. I'm going to be riding a high all night. What a game. Wow. And Janias donated $2.79 through Super Chat. Lots of stick taps for you, Austin. We love it. Hey, thank you so much. Sending so much love. Thank you. And Jep with the $10 Super Chat chair manifestation. Yes, chair is good luck. Chair is good luck. What a hockey game, huh? And Kings fans, GG's, of course. I always say good game to every opponent, no matter if the Oilers win or lose. GG's. We'll see what happens in Game 6. This could absolutely be the last home game for the Los Angeles Kings of their season. However, we will have to find out if Edmonton can find a way to close things out in Game 6. They are up 3-2. Never let Skinner back in the net. Yo, and Evander Kane, huge, right? Evander Kane has looked great. John Klingberg, man. John Klingberg. Wait, $20 super sticker. What is a $20 super sticker? What is that? Is that a thing? Oh, look at that. K Swisher with the $20 super sticker. I've never seen that before. K Swisher with the $20 super sticker. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, yeah, get the chain. I'll get the chain. Also, playoff victory chain, right? The playoff victory chain. I got a new victory chain at Rogers Place. It's a blue one. Oh, my God, mistaken Mexican with the $50 super chat. Oilers in 6, baby. Play La Bamba. Play Pink Pony Club. Woo! Yo, let's go. Hey, send the love to mistaken Mexican. Seriously. I know who they are in real life. Won't say their name on stream, but hope will never die. Hope will never die, mistaken Mexican. Hope will never die. When they were down 2-0, you had all the positive vibes in the entire world when I was freaking out in my post-game fan reaction. So thank you so much for always reminding us. Hope will never die. Thank you. All right, grabbing the victory chain. It's the playoff victory chain. This is a new one. Playoff victory chain, folks. Playoff victory chain. It's a blue one. There we go. Playoff victory chain. Here we go. The 3-2 series lead. The Oilers have a chance to wrap things up at home. The Kings were up 2-0 in this series. It did not look good for your Edmonton Oilers. And despite the Kings having a third period power play to potentially tie the game, the Oilers penalty kill comes up clutch. Calvin Pickard, Bradley Henry says, big dick picks through 3 starts has a .912 save percentage in the playoffs. That's unbelievable. Let's go. Let's go. All right, folks. Now, I am going to put out a tweet on X or Twitter.com, depending what you still call it. I'm going to put out a tweet asking for questions or comments at ahockey1993. If you have any questions or comments that you want me to answer in the post-game fan reaction, I will try and get through as many as I can tonight. I'm going to record that. That will be up within the next hour, so keep an eye out for it. I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone that tuned into the live stream tonight. I am not doing the post-game fan reaction live with the chat. I'll save that for another time. But everyone that has tuned in, everyone that has donated, Mistaken Mexican, Jep, Janias, Francine with the subscription. You had Ghost subscribe. Brody became a VIP member. Thank you. You had Chris subscribe. Retro with the $4.99. Cam with the $20. Retro with the $1.99. I have to give just a huge shout out, not only to those who do and have donated to the stream and have sent their stickers. Obviously, the financial support is like insane, and I love that so much. I would never ask for financial support, but giving a huge shout out to everyone who tuned in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to get the post-game fan reaction up in the next hour, and then tomorrow, day after discussion. There's going to be so much to talk about. There is a lot of work to do still. The Oilers are up 3-2 in this series, but until you win that 4th game, we'll ride the high tonight. Back to work tomorrow. I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you, everyone that tuned in, that liked the stream. If you have not liked the stream yet, please make sure that you hit the like button. And we will see you very soon. Have a great night. Have a safe night. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you later tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. And, of course, Thursday morning, the pregame report before Game 6. Those of you going to Rogers Place for Game 6, you better be so loud. You better be louder than even when I was there. Literally go deaf from how loud you're going to be at that game. Everyone's calling me Unk. Oh, no. That's so funny. Thank you all so much. I wish I could shout everyone out by name. We'll see you soon. Oilers win. Tell someone that you love them. As always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go, Oilers. See you very, very soon.